Well, high atop the Chicago Street Course sits something that has never been done before, not just in NR Night in America, but most likely won't happen probably ever in the real world. That's IndyCar at this circuit. It was announced a couple weeks ago we were supposed to have an e-ticket here on this date with the NASCAR Next-Gens. But then I got the call to do an in-person race. That race got moved for myself to focus on another in-person race, a big race, not just on my calendar, but in the Nashville schedule for 2024, the Battle of Broadway 150. So when this date started opening and closing, it was shown that Chicago Street's e-ticket may have to move to Chicagoland in December. So as this day reopened just maybe 12 hours, 24 hours ago, give or take, we realized we can go live and do something that has never been done. Open wheel racing in the streets of Chicago. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, as we get ready to rock and roll for 25 laps in this Sprint Grand Prix. Now, IndyCar racing has taken NR Night in America by storm after a big e-ticket event in the month of May. But with today being a last-second stream, wasn't supposed to happen, we realized, hey, we can do something great with these car track combos. So quickly, the drivers came up with 4 races that they want to do. And those 4 races we picked out. Chicago Street was not supposed to happen today. IndyCar was not supposed to happen today. 10 drivers, I gave them the opportunity to say, make a cool schedule. They did. Monza 87s, COT Talladega, New Hampshire Modifieds. The drivers picked, and the drivers will come in full swing as 33 drivers quickly made their way into the session to set your field for 25 laps. The twists and turns of the streets of Chicago are back, and we're ready to have you with us. Let's get ready to go green. 87s. I don't think we've done 87s all year. It'll be the first time we do it. Will be race number 2 at Monza. Car tomorrow, Talladega. Always a treat. It's hard to keep those cars even on the ground. Race number 4, Modifieds at New Hampshire. The NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity Series will also be at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway this weekend. We said, hey, this is a great opportunity to do just that. You're watching Gavin Austin rip around this racetrack left, right, center. There he is on your screen. No one has set a time just yet, but while all the talking went on, you saw how precise you have to be. He dropped the 111, 112. Aiden Walker top of the board with the 111. Jacob Malone, a 112. And the thing is, they'll have 10 minutes to go out there and qualify. Some drivers elected to wait, other drivers elected to see what works for them. The driver from Florida, Dylan Basin, working around this racetrack. Off turn 7 into turn 8, the twists and turns of the Fountain Corner to 9 and 10 before the hard right-hander into turn 11. Chicago Street is always a blast. It's always proven that it deserves an e-ticket event. Unfortunately, this year, for what looks to be the second year in a row, scheduling has kept it off its e-ticket calendar. Michael Mitchell, the driver out of Virginia, going around the track in the number 38, Aiden Walker. Time to beat. High on the scale. So as the viewers file on in, we say hello, we say welcome, and thank you for coming out to tonight's NR Night in America. Once again, it was announced that we would not be streaming tonight. And quickly yesterday, after the interview with Josh Berry, we realized, oh, the schedule's open. We can sneak in NR Night in America. If you want to go ahead and listen to my Josh Berry interview before we go green flag racing, the link to that is actually in my Twitter/X profile. Jonathan Ramos, you can look that up, or just at IDK Player. Josh Berry interview, very interesting. Over 5,000, 6,000, nearly 7,000 on all platforms have tuned into that. More drivers to be interviewed and put onto my X account in the near future. Keep that in mind. Chicago, you gotta love it. Whether it's the Oval out in Chicagoland and Joliet, or it's right deep in the streets. Twist turns, looking for more drivers to look at. Joey back. Driver the number 9. Lined up, Aiden McConaughey, Jaroslav Donskoy, Daniel Mosteller going top of the board. 12 turns around this track. Turn 3, that's the sweeper. After 2 90-degree corners. Oh, he's won here before. Actually, no, he has not. Mosteller's never won here. Remember what happened just about a year ago? He had the advantage. He had the upper hand. Heading into the final couple corners, Stanley got into him and bumped him out of the way. Chad Thornquist goes 4th. Mosteller goes 5th. Life Opstead, apologies, says, good luck to the Florida Panthers tonight. Yes, they're playing again. And that was another thing. I was like, ooh, do we move this stream to a Saturday? I want to see the Cats play, but we'll keep it on the background. The viewers will keep me updated, no doubt about that. Vincent Gucci, Frank DeAngelis, Josh Kenyon on the scene. Coming down off turn 11, Josh in the slap shot 27. Very fitting as the Stanley Cup Finals will be taking place tonight. Final 4 minutes of qualifying before the field has been set. Collymore, Sean Pena. Both looking for their times. Braden Holt. Jacob Quill. Lined up and loaded. Keith Ingram. So the final drivers out for their qualifying times to see if they have what it takes to win on the streets of Chicago. And it's a lot different than the stock cars, but we will be having stock car racing right after this, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be round number 2. Keep that in mind. Let's get ready to go green. Jaroslav Donskoy, the driver out of Russia. Yahir Rodriguez, driver from Illinois. Aiden Walker in 2nd. Chad Thornquist there in 5th. McConaughey, Gavin Austin, Abraham Vila. Bomar bettered his time. He's up to 19th. Josh Kenyon back to 21st. He looks to leapfrog into the top 20. Josh, does he better his time? He does not. DeAngelis 24 in the Krispy Kreme 69. Coming to turn 11 and turn 12. The driver originally from Brooklyn, New York. Now the New Jersey driver. 25th quick. Out of 33 drivers slated to start this race. Some electing not to qualify, others sitting and waiting. So it's going to be interesting how things go. We were just notified, yes, overtime is enabled if needed. It was not taken off from the Cup side. We will have single file restarts, and they will be taking place on a certain part of that track that we'll get to you in just a moment. Under the 2-minute warning here from the streets of Chicago. We're hearing that the drivers will be taken off in the middle of turns 11 and 12 before the hard charge to turn 1. Aiden Walker, 2nd quick, sits on pit road. Chad Thornquist back, he's there in 5th. Aiden McConaughey, 7th quick. Abraham Vila, no surprise here, he's going to be quick. He just got off a big win in that last stream. He sits 11th. And there's just something about IndyCar this year that its aura has just taken a huge leap forward. Just the look, the feel of everything. I had a big e-ticket event on our end. As they slice, they dice, and get ready for the green flag. Vila puts it in the fence. Lane Sanders, Vincent Gucci. Final opportunity to close on in with 45 seconds remaining. The streets have been calling, and we're ready to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, my next in-person event will be this coming up Thursday, the Battle of Broadway 150 at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a lot of fun. NASCAR Cup Series drivers Josh Berry, Ross Chastain will be in the field. $10,000 to win. The race is presented by Tootsie's. It's going to be awesome. And what happens that Friday, that Saturday, that Sunday that follow the event? Well, the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and Cup Series will be at Nashville Superspeedway, located in Lebanon, Tennessee, for their respected events. Excited. Going to be a lot of fun to see how that event goes. The fans are going to pack in, no doubt about it, that Thursday night. So if you're wondering where I have been, what I've been doing, well, been on the road a lot. Been calling races in person out there in Wisconsin, Michigan, Indiana, Tennessee. My next Tennessee event will be this Thursday. Keep that in mind. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to line up 2 by 2, and we will be ready to go green flag racing. Christian Delgado, Whitney Jones, 33 drivers. Slotted in to go 2 by 2 as we get ready to go green for 25 laps. It's a sprint race. We'll be in and out of this race in maybe no time. Maybe it takes a while. Who knows how it will go, but it's going to be a blast. Mahone, Basin, they're in that 3rd position. Line up, lock in, get ready to go green. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. So glad to have you all with us as we get ready to rock and roll this time by 87s at Monza. I'm looking at the new car track combos we have for today. 1, 2, 3. 3 of the 4 track combos tonight. Brand new. We've never done 87s at Monza. We've never done modifieds at New Hampshire. We've never done IndyCar. May have done one. May have done one as a race 5 way back in the day with Chicago Street. So maybe 2 of the new car and track combos tonight are out of the 4 that are ready to be presented as we get ready to go green. Can Mosteller finally get that big win that he's been searching at this track? Can Dylan Basin lock in another win? Remember, Basin was not able to win, or I would say even make, the Indiana 500 due to being out qualified. Opportunity for him to go out there and show what he's got. Cars are rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. First time winner. Do we see one tonight? Aiden Walker, Daniel Mosteller, warming those tires up. Malone, McConaughey, Turnquist, Austin Rodriguez, Vila, Max Steinmeier, and others work their way through 3 and 4. That long drive from 5 to 6. This is going to be a perfect opportunity to overtake. Get ready to see a lot of these drivers starting to fan out on this end of the speedway. And the start's going to be troublesome. Possibly for ones in the back, but if we don't get a yellow, that's when the strategy starts to come in. Do you save your rubber? Do you hold on? The bumps, every little inch corner of this track is daring, it's treacherous. 33 drivers entered. 33 drivers will race, so it's capped off to the point we could have honestly probably filled 2 or 3 fields of drivers wanted to race in this one. I got some messages saying, oh man, you better make sure Monza allows 60 to enter at least. We capped it off at 33 because of how IndyCar works, how many drivers are allowed to race. We know it's going to be fun. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, different tires being used for this race. As we get ready to go green. Pace car will make the hard left onto pit road. In this case, the hard right. And we will be ready to go green. Backing up in turn 11 and 12. Mosteller in the Coca-Cola 87. Aiden Walker in the Throwback 93. Chicago Street has been a big event for NR Night in America. For the first time, it's headlined with IndyCar as we light the fuse from Illinois. Bull Rush to 1. Vietvue around the outside. There are Dylan Mason. Try to hold on to a couple machines around towards the back half of the field. Relaxed yellows on. Walker in the slip of Mosteller. Gavin Austin sneaking in and out. One sliding inside. Neil Mahone bangs up the nose. That's the thing, you're probably not going to get a yellow for any incidents on the start. All the drivers are warned in the drivers' meeting to take your time. Hold on to the car from what you have. That's the thing, usually when we go stock car racing here, people try to like doing that late break down into turn 1. When you go around, you get banged up a little bit, your race isn't over. For a lot of these guys that have already destroyed their wings, you have to come down pit road this time by a disastrous stop, or a disastrous start, should we say, for drivers like Mahone, Malone, and others alike. Abraham Vila back in 29th, already on pit road out of this race. Vietvue, back end there of Aiden Walker. Mosteller leads lap 1. Up to 130. Full saw to 156. Or the hard braking zone of turn 4. And this shoot right here has caught drivers off guard. You always think when entering it that wall is so much farther than it actually is. And by the time you apex the corner and reach the center, it's right on your left front tire. So many times we've seen the leaders just nail that wall, and every time they say, I didn't expect it to be that close. In the first iteration of the Chicago Street Course that iRacing presented to NASCAR, there's actually a runoff area where if you knew you were going to miss that corner, you can overshoot it. Well, in this case, that is not currently there. Top 3 separated by about a second. Dylan Basin back there in 4th. Oh, he may have gotten to the fence. Aiden McConaughey. This driver races legends down in the Southeast, mostly the Carolinas. He sits 5th. Trying to overtake the Dylan Basin 60. Battle for second. Vietvue to the inside. Walker outmatched, drops back to 3rd. .23 laps to go, and already you can see just a big separation from what's going on front. Up front, should we say, versus the back. You're also Donskoy there in 9th. Jason Dodonna, James Bomar is all the way back in 13th. Frank DeAngelis able to leapfrog multiple positions. He's up to the 18th place spot. Ethan Vietvue has never won a race in NR Night in America. Can he get his first here? We asked the chat, will we see a first-time winner tonight, including with the car track combos at hand? Vietvue just fearless to the fountain corners of 9 and 10. And he made up time to Mosteller. That's how you're going to make up all that speed through that section of the racetrack. You got the flat-footed. You know the walls are going to be just closing in on you on both ends. Half a second the difference between the top 2 positions. Oh, Vietvue's in the wall. Pounds it with the right side. iRacing, they rendered it at first and the right front came off. Now they're showing maybe it wasn't. Man, if that's a break. But how is this car going to turn? Including the right-handers. 8/10ths back. Mosteller, Basin, McConaughey. McConaughey there in the 5th position. Already a little drama. We just talked about a half a lap ago. These walls will creep up on you without you even knowing. Through that inside wall, heading down into turn 8. The sweeper of 9, the bite of 10. The hard right-hander of turn 11. Now, if you're going to win this race, you have to master that end of the speedway. You can be second quickest into turn 1 to turn 7, but if you're the quickest driver on that part of the track, you'll have enough momentum to carry 11 and 12 pretty easily, and then the straight, long run back to turn 1. Already Ethan Vietbu making up that time. He got on that wall. I'm surprised that iRacing re-rendered the right front, because that could have been a big, big break. And so far, it looks like it is not ill handling his machine at all. Uphill. That's another thing about heading to turn 4. You're going uphill. You have to get that bite up the hill. And then it just flattens out right through the center of the chute to turn 5. Aidan McConaughey, how about it? It's up inside the top 5. In the back end there, Dylan Mason. For the ones just filing in, we say hello and welcome. You may be saying, I thought we weren't having a stream today. You were right. But as of late last Thursday, I got the call that Friday will be off for myself to focus on and help market the Battle of Broadway 150 for the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I will also be calling that live on Racing America. Oh, one car stuck way wide into the barrels and may have just taken Aidan Walker with them. The caution will wave. Whitney Jones. Stuck in the turn 12 wall. And Aidan Walker's race will come to a close. Well, things got dicey pretty quickly nonetheless. But here we are, and we'll get ready for a restart. Let's go take a look at what happened with Walker. He quickly put it on pit road, hoping to not throw a caution because of it. The only thing was the Whitney Jones machine was just sitting there sticking out like a Thor's thumb. The worry was other machines coming on in. You can see he locked up, and that was it. Caution had to be thrown when he tried to pull back out in front. So see what he was dealing with. Riding on his own. The big talk in the drivers' meeting was if you can't hold on to the car and back up the corners all you can. Right here, his right front is done. The smart thing to do is to park it on the track and go ahead and pull it into pit road. Do the tow. He wanted to limp it back. I don't know why the idea for him limping it back was in the question. This race could have just gone the way most expected. He didn't even try to apex the corner here. He just, at this point, including multiple times, you just have to pause it, put the cursor, the top left, and pull it onto pit road. He did not do that, and because of that, Whitney Jones is out of the race. So the caution is out for the first time here at the streets of Chicago. Ethan Vietbu will have an opportunity to regain position on Moss Steller, Dylan Mason, and McConaughey, Max Steinmeier, Gavin Austin lining up to give it another shot. Walker, Gucci, Mitchum, Grab, they're already out of the race. It's so easy to make a mistake here, but at the same time, you sit, you think, they're like, oh, some of these guys are off the pace. We're thinking about just driving back to survive. Vietbu will make his way in the pits. He realizes there's not as many drivers left running. I don't know how I feel about that strategy. So I'd expect track position to still be a big, big worry. Gavin Austin, Jaroslav Donskoy, Max Steinmeier, I believe that's Terrio, very much is, Peter Terrio, Matthew Brower, Sean Pena. We'll line up and we'll get ready for a restart. Dylan Mason has an opportunity to do something really, really cool here. That's to go up there and fight the 87 for position. The question will be, can he? Maybe say, man, already a lot of those guys out of the race. You got to keep in mind, most of these guys race on the stock car side. IndyCar is becoming more consistent with NR Night in America. So is extra car track combos that have nothing to do with stock car racing, just to expand the reach of racing in this community. We went GT3 racing recently. Last year we did more dirt. Then we have this year car tomorrow, and the idea was let the drivers pick the schedule. Let's see what they have to say. And if you want more racing after 4 rounds, feel free to drop a like on this stream. 300 likes, we will get race number 5. So 19 will be 18 laps to go this time by. And we'll be ready to restart it. Yaroslav Donskoy trying to become the first driver in a long time to win from outside the States. It's not been done in quite a while. We'll see if he has what it takes to do it. Dylan Basin there in that second position. And McConaughey there in third. It will be a single file restart as we get ready to go green. Once again, if you guys are wondering and coming in, why we're streaming today, it was a late edition. We were not supposed to stream today. But due to some last second scheduling situations, there was a window, and the window is wide open for us to go green. Let's do it. Pace car will make the hard right on the pit road. Basin, McConaughey, Austin, Donskoy, Terrio, Pena, Brower, Kenyon, Steinmeier, Vietbu. Line up as we get ready to go back green. Eric W. gifting 5 gifted memberships. Grateful as always. Back underway from the streets of Chicago. Basin was all over Mose. Can't reach him to turn 1. He's got the positioning though to possibly get him down to turn 3. That sweeper. 3/10 back. Push to pass enabled. He closed in just enough right here. Watch the monitor. 4th gear up to 5th. Can't enable it under a cooldown. But he's right on top of him. That's the big thing you got to look at. When we go to that camera, you can see into the cockpit. You see that big green box. That means push to pass is enabled. The driver is trying to overtake the other competitor in front of him. 2.7 the difference between the top 2. 3/10. Basin, a peak to the bottom. Push to pass, wide open. Stellar early break. Great defensive move. McConaughey back there in 3rd. What's going on with Ethan Vietbu? Remember, he's the one that pit as early as possible. Hoping for a long green flag run to the end. He's up to 11th. Basin's all over the 87. Oh, overdrives it. And it's hard into the barrels. Dylan Basin is out of the street race at Chicago. Watch back on what we just saw. Says goodbye. McConaughey half a second out of Mose. Gavin Austin into 3rd. He's up near that wall. Yaroslav, Terrio, Pena, Brower, Josh Kenyon. Max Steinmeier back there in 9th. Vietbu back in 10th. DeAngelis, Bianco. Lined up, nose to tail. Marcelo, the race leader, but once again has another driver looking to hunt him down. I don't know why it's showing McConaughey, the race leader. Most is clearly out in front. Issue possibly with scoring. McConaughey inside. Outside, should we say. And we'll take the lead. Now let's look back to see what was going on here with Max Steinmeier. Watch what Josh Kenyon is able to do. Vietvu watches the drivers out in front of him. He's mostly trying to just make a move. And this is the traffic that Vietvu had to deal with all the way back in positioning. Now currently live, Vietvu around Josh Kenyon. Gavin Austin in third, Daniel Mosteller in second. Aidan McConaughey, the race leader, by a second and change. By a wide margin as well. Austin P3, Yaroslav P4, Sean Pena. One outside wall, Matthew Brower. Still searching for his first win in NR Night in America. It will have to wait another race. Vietvu to the inside, uphill and back down. Strobel, Gavin Austin and company involved. Caution's gonna wave. They just stacked it up. Let's go see what all went down. He just gets in the outside wall and turns it straight in the middle of the corner. The problem was he went to go reverse when cars were coming out. Watch again. Gets in the wall and just nothing he can do. I don't know why reverse wasn't opening for those guys. And if you thought we didn't have as many guys running before, think again. This is what we're down to. Well, definitely an interesting night in America for how things have ran. Vietvu, Kenyon, Bianco, DeAngelis, Dodonna, Austin, Steinmeier. I do want to point out the drivers did pick the schedule. This is one of those, it was mostly for fun, more of the fun nights where we didn't really know what to do. We didn't know what would be available to go ahead and race. With 14 laps to go, Aidan McConaughey will have most on his mag bumper for a restart. Let's go talk to some drivers. They have definitely fizzled out. Let's hear what some of these guys have to say. You know, let's start with Vietvu. Vietvu, it's a John, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, you pit early. Talk to me about the tire compounds.
I mean, I've done AI races here, and I've taken these alternates 30 laps before, so I know I can do it. I just ran into a little pile up there, so I need to pit for a wing, but we'll see how it goes. So we can charge the field.
Now, with what's left of the field, you're going back down to pit road. Compounds, which one do you think is better?
I personally have not set a lap on the primaries because I don't know why. I probably should have, but I definitely really like the alternates here.
The alternates are the green, the primaries are the red. For the ones that are wondering back at home, you keep pitting though. You know, I worry about track position. Is track position a worry for you?
Yeah, that was a thing that worried me the first time I stopped, but at the end of the day, I felt like I needed that fresh wing, and I felt like it would be not that hard, I guess, to make up track position, just with the amount of cars that were left. So, yeah, pitting might be good to just be on the preferred compound on the end, but we'll see how other people play.
Well, we're getting ready to line this up. Interesting schedule tonight. The drivers got the pick it. Which one are you most looking forward to?
Definitely this one, because I knew I was going to be very competitive. It's one of my specialties in IndyCar Chicago Street Race.
I do want to point out for the viewers wondering back at home, we may be moving New Hampshire to the Next-Gen to have that be possibly the final race tonight. So do keep that in mind for the ones that are looking for NASCAR. Clearly, a lot were expecting NASCAR tonight when we were streaming, at least as a headline. So keep in mind, we're looking to move it to New Hampshire Next-Gen for race number 4. At least that is very much up in the air. 13 laps to go. Aiden McConaughey, Daniel Mosteller, Jason Dodonna, Ethan Viepu. That's what's left of the top 4. We're getting ready for a restart. What's the game plan here?
Just keep it clean. I know these guys are going to be racing hard with McConaughey. He stayed out. I know, so Demos is going to be racing them pretty hard. So hopefully avoid anything that happens with them. I know they're both pretty clean racers. So we're just trying to take advantage of something that happens if it happens.
We'll get ready to see it happen. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's Ethan Viepu, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to go back. Green flag racing. Mosteller in second. Dodonna, your race leader, as we get ready to go green. 33 entered. We're down to maybe the final 9 with 13 laps to go. Viepu. Once again, the driver's third on back, second on back maybe, came to pit road. DeAngelis electing to go to the tail end of the longest line. They wrecked quickly. But this is what's left to show. 12 to go from the streets of Chicago. Lock up Viepu, sneaks into third. McConaughey, Mosteller, 1-2. Most downshifting into second. Does he get on the push to pass? Not yet. Now, you would think turn 5 to turn 6 is where you really want to apply it. Most of these drivers are avoiding it and doing it from turn 12 to turn 1. Viepu outside wall. Knocks it down, he's done. Second the difference between the 2 leaders. McConaughey, a lock up. Back uphill. 11 to go. Josh Kenyon to third. Gavin Austin back to fourth. This is what he's left racing with. 6/10 the difference between the top 2. Seven tenths, 8 tenths. I wonder when he's going to use the push to pass, if he's going to use it now or later in this race. But he hasn't applied it at all. Mosteller at one point was leading. With the majority of the field still running, has not been outside the top 3. Has had 9 of the 15 laps. Is able to close in on McConaughey a little bit better. Down into 8, 9, and 10. Gavin Austin, Yaroslav Donskoy, Josh Kenyon. 7/10 the difference between the top 2. He's got something for him. Every time we go to this camera, the first thing is look at what's going on in the steering wheel. second that green box pulls up, around the 3, around the 4, that's how you know he's ready to go. You can see what engine map he's on from the bottom. McConaughey, he's just thinking about doing time trials, but he has to know that the push to pass will be on the side of the 87 in the closing laps of this race. 9 to go, this time by. Four tenths the difference between the top two. Through the fountain corner. Over the humps. Turn 11, turn 12. McConaughey nearly lost the rear end before heading uphill. It's still half a second. And these two are just locked in. This will be the race for the finish, 9 to go. McConaughey outside wall. Hands the lead to Mosteller. There goes the right front. Josh Kenyon will take over the second position. McConaughey is out. Mosteller projected to win with 9 laps to go, maybe 8.5. Battle for 4th. Donskoy works around Gavin Austin. Frank DeAngelis right there waiting. That's McConaughey in the outside wall. You're not going to get a yellow for it. Kenyon goes P2. He's not gaining any time over that of the 87. Frank DeAngelis, Bianco, Jason Dodonna. McConaughey back there in the 8th position. 8 to go. Gavin Austin, Jarlsson, once again, Gavin Austin, the one that was involved in the incident and brought out the most recent yellow. Frank DeAngelis would have been restarting up inside the top 3, has push to pass enabled. He should be able to easily get around this 22 without any problems. 10 seconds the difference between Kenyon and Mosteller. If Most can win this race, it'll be a new record for the biggest advantage won at the streets of Chicago. Austin wide into the outside wall. DeAngelis looking every which way. I see these guys are on the intermediates instead of the primaries. 8 to go. Jason Dodonna, Bianco. Last drivers in this field. Frank in 4th. Can he leapfrog the Russian for the 3rd spot? 7 to go. Did he hit the wall? I think he did. If not, it was really close. Shaking the left side there of his Honda. 12 seconds, the difference between the top two. Oh, he definitely got on the wall. The suspension is bent. DeAngelis 3 seconds back to Jaroslav Donskoy. Donskoy may just be out of reach. Jason Dodonna, they're in 7th. You just see how hard it is to go over those humps, to navigate through. Bianco inside Gavin Austin, just a little look. No change. DeAngelis 4th, Jaroslav Donskoy now into the outside wall. If you're just tuning in and wondering what has happened to the field, what has happened in this race, everything. The only answer we can give, 33 thundered into turn 1. We're down to the final 8, maybe 9 left on the racetrack. Sean Peña's 8 laps down, while others are just wanting to finish this race. Nearly 15 seconds the difference between the top 2. Don Scoy DeAngelis, Gavin Austin, Bianco Dodana, Aidan McConaughey. That's the top 8. Frank nearly into the inside wall, but closing in on the 30, should we say the 91? It's just around a second. Should be able to catch him in clean with Yaroslav's damage. DeAngelis not known as a road racer, but after doing the Drive to Survive, should very easily close in for a podium position. Bianco 6th, Dodana 7th, McConaughey 8th. Final laps here in the streets of Chicago. Yaroslav, you still worry about the wing damage. Frank sliding back over to the outside. There's Josh Kenyon. Way out in front. 16 seconds back. The only way he wins is if Mosteller makes a mistake, and he's not getting anywhere close near the walls. Kenyon will naturally start closing in as long as that 87 backs it up. I don't know how much push to pass he used, but he wasn't using a lot of it at all. Don Scoy DeAngelis. Oh, Frank DeAngelis into the outside wall. May have just got the inside wall first, and now he's going to try to limp it home for third. The Don Scoy now going to be on even playing fields. Both have hit that same wall in that same corner. I think it was the same mistake too. Four to go. Gavin Austin. Maximilian Bianco. Jason Dodana. Aidan McConaughey. He's on pit road. He's done. Well, Josh has actually not gained any time to Mosteller. I don't think Most is even going full in. Don Scoy, on the other hand, with a wounded race car, has been able to somehow stick with them. DeAngelis is 4th. He may lose that spot to Gavin Austin. Bianco's all over the 22. Crossover switchback there to turn 6. Dodana in 7th. McConaughey back in 8th. There's Don Scoy P3. Josh Kenyon 17 seconds back with 2 to go. Should we say 3 to go with 3 laps to go? DeAngelis in the 4th position. Yaroslav. You should be able to catch Kenyon at this rate. He's able to close in. The question will be, when does he have push to pass enabled? So they use all 6 gears here, down to 1st, up to 4th. Just catching the 5th. All the way back down to 1st. That's why, for the viewers running back at home, why are there so little cars left racing? They have to do this, and there's no runoff. There is no give on a tight racetrack like this. That's why when we usually go Cup Series racing here, it's always tough. It's treacherous. It's hard to handle. But 2 laps to go. Mosteller, who's been eyeing a win here for oh so long. will finally get something going the way he's wanted. Final laps. 2 to go. Donskoy, DeAngelis, Bianco, Gavin Austin, Jason Dodonna, Ada McConaughey. Donskoy in third, Kenyon in second. Frank DeAngelis back in the fourth place spot, 2 to go. $19 seconds of difference. DeAngelis all over the third place machine. Mosteller will come back to the line to see the final lap. Salamanca, 1 to go for the streets of Chicago. It'll be that battle for second because Josh Kenyon has lost a lot of spots. Here's the move for second, third, and fourth. Final time off turn 5 to turn 6. Josh trying to break the trap. DeAngelis, no push to pass enabled. Depends on what he's got left. Looks inside, no change. Mosteller, final time through the foul corners. He will finally get that elusive win at the streets of Chicago. After just about a year ago being bumped and shoved in turn 11, he will see the checkered flag off turn 12. Victorious. The battle for third. Donskoy, DeAngelis involved in the issue of 7. Kenyon will hold on to second. DeAngelis may get third. Here comes Bianco. Turn 12. DeAngelis in the wall. Bianco to the inside. DeAngelis holds on for third. Well, there's a lot of hope early in this race with how it was going to go. A lot of those guys were able to make it through the first couple of laps. But after that first caution, when issues came, they came in a hurry. Mosteller wins in the streets of Chicago. Race 4 will be moved to Next-Gens at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Let's go hear from your race winner. Moses and Johnny got a copy.
Yo, what's up?
Well, that was something.
I'm happy.
We never tried it. And sometimes when we try things for the first time, we say, oh man, I can't wait for us to do that again. And sometimes it's, oh wow, let's maybe not do that again. What do you think about this one?
This is like the ultimate test to like, if you're like a good race car driver.
Really?
Yes.
So you think this, because we're used to side-by-side racing, nail-biting, back to the checker. This completely was not just driver versus driver. It was clearly driver versus track. It was more of a drive to survive instead of a drive wheel to wheel. Now, we'll see wheel to wheel tonight, no doubt about it. It's different. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's a very tricky track, which makes it a lot of fun as a driver, which is something I've wanted.
So you think we should have more of the tricky tracks where, yes, 33 will enter in 0.5 seconds when the session goes up, but maybe only 6 or 7 will finish because they're attacking it as a intermediate with a cup car, or they're attacking it as a super speedway with a cup car, or maybe at most a road course with a cup car with a lot of give, where you can go off into the sand trap or go off over the strips, versus you make a mistake here, you're done.
Yeah, that's what I like about street course racing. I personally love it. I love my road course racing, and I love the IndyCars. The IndyCars on road courses, it's the best thing on iRacing. It is so much fun with tire strategy and all. But as you said, and I've said a million times, it's a driver versus track kind of race where you've got to be razor focused the entire race.
I'm gonna be honest, you're making me see this race in a different light just with you saying that. Like, I will give you that for sure. Because I'm in the same page as some of these other guys. They were saying, oh man, that was the most boring race we've ever had for a race one. And obviously we allow the drivers to pick the schedule. When I usually pick a schedule, it's more off of, okay, well the viewers like, what will the viewers think? In your case, it was more of...
Yeah, this was my idea.
It was more of, let's see who has the most car control and who knows how to not overdrive a corner.
Yeah, that's what makes it a lot of fun. You know, if you make one mistake, you're done. And I feel like that the drivers that finished this race are some of the best NR has to offer. I'm going to be honest, I give Josh Kinnan a lot of crap. He finished second on a road course. It requires brakes. Well done to him, Frank DeAngelis. People call him washed on the podium.
I think you know, I gotta give, this is probably the best analytical stuff you've given us, because that is actually really interesting. I'm sitting here and thinking to myself, wow, this actually comes off a little interesting, because it's not that wheel to wheel. It's the, you know, we gotta have more drive to survive races. I actually would not have a problem having 40 guys in there and now 15 finish if it's, you know, if everyone has the mindset of, if you can survive, you will have a shot. But not as a super speedway, but more as a treacherous, daring track like this. McConaughey was doing well. Vietvu was doing well. Aiden Walker. And then all of a sudden they just made that one mistake. A mistake that would have been avoided at a Coda, a Monza, a Watkins Glen, would you say?
Oh, yeah. I mean, all those mistakes, they would have on, like, a traditional track, as you said, like Watkins Glen, Sonoma, Road America. If they do that, you know, if they lock up a tire, they have the runoff to go into. Here, street circuit, you're hitting the wall. That's what makes it a lot of fun. And, you know, I call this redemption from last year after the Ethan Stanley and me and Ethan Stanley. I haven't won at this track since. Ever.
There is no Monza set.
Yeah, you used Talladega.
Talladega, okay. You think we won't be chipping with that? I know you have to brake. You'll have to lift.
All right. I believe Josh Kinnan tested it, and he did it on Talladega, so...
Ooh, that was without draft, though. That was the only fear. So we'll see. Well, if we have engines blown, we have engines blown. The only race that's somewhat changing tonight is going to be
wait, I won
Hampshire.
The race. I won the race. How about I kind of help out?
What do you mean?
I believe the Next-Gen has a setup for Monza Oval. I could be wrong, but if you have that fear that the 87s aren't going to work, the Next-Gen does have...
We know they do, but the big thing is it's already on the schedule, and we've gotten flack a little bit for changing the schedule too much. We're already putting New Hampshire Next-Gen as race 4. So...
No, what?
We just said that. We announced it. It is being changed.
No.
It is being changed.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my...
100%.
No. That just ruined my night.
You just won a race.
That just ruined my night.
We're going to get ready to go green at Monza with the 87s. What are you expecting?
Chaos.
Chaos. We'll see. I don't think so. I think everyone's worried about that one more than Chicago Street. And last time we've seen in the past, when they're not worrying as much, things usually go correctly or interestingly. Session is up, by the way, for the ones wondering back at home.
I'd like to dedicate this win to all the haters that say I can't win cleanly. That was a peer masterclass of how to drive a smart race. Yeah.
Wow.
That was really awkward. Oh my gosh. I was like preparing that in my head for the last like 10 laps of that race. I'm getting really cocky. My bad.
What are you talking about?
That whole like last like 10 laps, I was driving like 50% throttle. I wasn't even trying. I was just listening to the, you know, the voice chat complaining that was going on for the remaining podium spot. Did you see that crash on the last lap?
The last lap of this race?
Frank DeAngelis and Yaroslav got into it. Yaroslav was on course for a podium and just cut down on Frank.
I have no problem doing modifieds, but not at New Hampshire. We need to have a win with the modifieds. We haven't done a modified on a true short track in a while. So if we get 300 likes, we'll be doing modifieds. I'll tell you that, but at a traditional short track.
That breaks my heart, man. That shatters it. I don't think you understand like how awesome modifieds are in New Hampshire, both on the sim and in person.
I mean, we could change it. We could change it back.
I've been fortunate enough.
We get 300 likes for sure. We'll change it back, and you guys get a race 5.
I've been fortunate enough to watch those races.
Or we do a double header. We say screw. We just do a double header.
Come on, please.
New Hampshire double header, next gen.
We barely do
next gen sprint race, and then yeah, we do. This is gonna be probably the last time we do New Hampshire for the rest of the year, unless it's voted on. So you do have that point. Let's just do a New Hampshire double header. We'll see the difference. We'll see the difference on how the race goes between a next gen and a modified if we do a double header. But then we still have to get 300 likes for a double header, which I'm fine with. I have no problem.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too, man.
It's Friday. We were not supposed to stream today. I'm just happy to stream today, honestly.
And I'm happy to be racing.
So we'll get ready.
Racing in IndyCar, awesome. Awesome.
Session is up. Passwords IDK. Y'all head in there quickly. It's going to fill out. 62 drivers allowed to join. We'll have 40 drivers take the green flag just to go ahead and hold on to it. Race 3, COT, Talladega. That is not changing for the ones that are wondering. Doubleheader, yes. Now they're asking for a doubleheader. So 300 likes. I think we can still do it. We can still do it. We definitely didn't get the start of the stream that we wanted. That's probably on the scheduling side. Once again, drivers got to choose. I just picked which ones out of those 10 or 12 that they wanted. And we'll be ready.
We need to do more of that. I like that. I like that little concept.
We'll see. It'll depend on it because it also comes down to marketing. Now I'm breaking the fourth wall of the stream.
Oh, come on.
So we'll see how that all goes. Tuesday we'll be streaming. Next Friday we'll not be streaming. I'll be live. And I'm going to let you guys know ahead of time. For Nashville, I'm definitely helping out with marketing of the Battle of Broadway 150. If I find out ahead of time for the Battle of Broadway 150 that it will be free on another service that is through Racing America and Track TV, so like a Fubo or a Tubi or now DirecTV. If you guys didn't know, Racing America's on Track TV. If I find out ahead of time, I'll at the Discord, I'll let everybody know that the Battle of Broadway 150 will be on certain places where you can watch and listen into. So keep that in mind. I'm trying to see if we can get the ratings to jump up for this one. That'd be super sweet.
I don't know if I'm getting ahead of myself, but Tuesday you were thinking about a special something for that stream? Or
I was thinking about it. I just don't know. Okay, so this is the thing. Tuesday, all day I'm going to be in the city working. And I can't say why. Because when I told everybody that I was interviewing Josh Berry ahead of time, the Josh Berry interview missed the algorithm, so I can't tell anybody who I'm interviewing now on Tuesday. So just know an interview is going to be coming out Tuesday. So the idea is to do that interview, head home, do the stream, and then still work towards the marketing. We lost the e-ticket this week because of the in-person marketing. That's not a bad thing. I'm getting to market and broadcast at the same time, a whole event in person. And honestly, I feel like all that understanding of how to do it came from iRacing, came from the simulator. So for the ones watching back at home and wondering if iRacing helps with stuff in person, the answer is yes. And you can hear them screaming in the middle of the corners. These cars are losing it. You hear that? Did they update the audio on the 87s?
I don't think so. This is going to be a lot of fun to drive. It's very sketchy in the corners.
They did.
It doesn't chip out. It does not chip out.
Yeah, they definitely updated the audio of the 87s. This may be race of the night. I'm going to say it right now. This may be race of the night. I worry about turn 1. Riker Byram just proved that to me.
There is a big bump in turn 1, and there's a car in the trees.
Yeah, that's Riker Byram. So, it's going to be interesting. If it is on Tubi, if my race, the one that I'll be calling, is on Tubi for free, I'll let everybody know ahead of time because the Battle of Broadway, tickets are looking great. The driver count's looking great. Great talks with Racing America. We have a good approach of how the event's going to go. From what we heard right now, it's going to be only a single camera event, which is fine because originally they had their entire production crew head to the ASA race down in Pensacola, the Southern Super Series race. But even with a one-camera show, we think we can put on a great show. 150 laps, Josh Berry's racing, Ross Chastain's racing. I think it's going to be really, really exciting. I think everyone's going to enjoy it. So for the ones that don't have Racing America or Track TV, if I find out it's on Tubi, I'll let everybody know in the Discord ahead of time because it should be a really, really good event.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Actually, you know what? Let's talk about it. We're going to go ahead and qualify. you got to experience super late model racing on a big scale for the first time at Hickory. And I heard you say it, without you probably knowing, you said that you're in love with super late model racing. Does that agree? Do you agree with that?
I was amazed at, first of all, how loud they were.
They are pretty loud.
They are loud.
They scream.
Really caught off guard, and like it was really cool to watch. I had a lot of fun. Like, I didn't really have big expectations coming into it because I was all down in the dumps about the weather. I was in that rain delay for a while, but it was a lot of fun to watch. I really like it. I wish I lived down there because I would love to see it.
So that was a Stars Tour race. Pro late models, the only difference really between a pro and a super is the shock package, if I'm not mistaken, and the engine. You can take a pro late model and make it into a super late model. You can take a super late model and make it into a pro late model, just with the body and the shell of the car itself. Same with the greenhouse, everything in between. So, what's really cool about it is the fact that Cup guys go down to it more often. And I always ask them, like, why do you do this? You know, because someone in the Discord, I'm not going to say who, said, those guys going down is almost like, in their eyes, Major League Baseball player going back to play a high school baseball game. I'm like, that is not true. That is not even close.
At all.
It's not. What they do is they help support where they came from, where they all started. And when you have an ASA race and you have a race before your truck race, Xfinity race, Cup race at Nashville, it really helps with the overall love of the racetrack. That attendance goes up when you're a Cup driver and you head to these short tracks.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. They don't go down there and, you know, always kick butt. There's a lot of competition, and
yeah, that's another thing too.
It was nice. I really want to go back.
I don't think anyone expected Cole Butcher to win that race. The one that you went to.
Either. Yeah, it was covers and goers. That's a lot of fun. You don't see that in the Cup Series, honestly. That made it a lot of fun. And
there's also the characteristic of Hickory too. Hickory just produces good racing.
That's special. I love Hickory. Like the fourth generation of my family to go down there. So that was pretty cool in this little special moment.
All right, where are you on track?
Yeah, a lot of fun. On the back straightaway.
You're sitting P5. Do you do one better?
I'm gonna finish my second lap. I'm gonna pull off, reset, and do a one lap run. That's kind of what I do in these things. I do 2 laps to start. I do a 2 lap run to start, and then I go and do a 1 lap one.
Oh my goodness, you guys are already over 204.
It's very sketchy, very scary.
207, 208, 209. Nearly 210 down to turn 1. You talk about that bump and losing that rear end. Do you have to lift for that?
No. Oh.
Well, it's like we didn't see that.
All right, I got 1 more lap. And you know what? While you have me, I got to do my little thank yous for my victory. I want to thank all the fans for watching back at home. It's a lot of fun to drive, and I hope to do more of it. Tyler Tinsley, great friend, obviously, great painter. Actually, Gutierrez made that IndyCar. I was supposed to run in the Indiana 500, but I fell ill on quality day and couldn't do it. So that's the first time it made it to the track. That's why I was pushing for IndyCar. It's the best paint scheme in the field, and I got it done. You like vanilla Coke?
I've never had vanilla Coke. I don't drink Coke.
Give it a try.
I shouldn't say that because you never know, but I mean, I do drink Coke, but very, very rarely. I'm a big fan of water.
Yeah. Oh, I am too.
Thurston, there you are, Mos. B3.
Yep. Got 1 more lap.
All right, talking about this bump over here. Everyone keeps talking about it. It's not even really a bump. It's a dip in the track.
Yeah, you get airborne, and it's easy to lose the rear end of the car. I think as we go on, get more laps on the tires, tires start to wear out. That's how loose the 87 car gets. That's going to be a big treacherous point. But kind of like every Monza race, where it's usually a race of attrition, I don't see that on this race. I think it'll take a bit to kind of thin out that. I
mostly worry about the transitions of. I mainly worry about turn 1, but not just because of that bump. Everyone knows about the bump. If you did a qualifying lap, you went out there in practice, you know about the bump down to 1 or the dip. It's not even really a bump. But in 3 and 4, it's completely different. He can just flat foot it, it seems like, without an issue.
I think when you're in the pack, you're not going to see that. It's very, in these cars, I don't know if you understand, it is very treacherous, and it's easy to lose the back end. And also with these cars, excuse me.
But it's also the spoiler angle that's probably a part of that too, with the Talladega setup.
On restarts, it's going to be treacherous because some people miss the timing with the clutch.
Oh.
So we might have some restart issues. It's not like a next gen or an Xfinity car where you just flip the throttle and that's how you upshift. You got to use the clutch. Well, in this case, I kind of take the cheap way out. I use auto blip, so it's a bit slower, but it just guarantees me that I don't miss a shift and wreck the field.
Right.
Yep, well, we're gridding now.
All right, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I'm excited the fact that we have car track combos tonight that we've never seen before. I'm excited with the fact that we might have a New Hampshire doubleheader. If we hit 300 likes, we may lower it, we may change it depending on how things go, depending on how the night goes. But I'm a little worried. I'm more curious, and I'm hoping it's one of those where it's like, oh yeah, I'm glad we did it.
It's a great night to try new things out. That's what's
it really
about
is.
The night.
Including for a night that we weren't supposed to have of racing.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait.
Well, it's going to be exciting. Good luck.
Thank you, John.
That's Daniel Mosteller, ladies and gentlemen. He'll be rolling off in the 3rd position. Aiden Walker will be leading us to the green flag, the driver out of East Tennessee, as we grid 2x2 and get ready to go green. So 29 drivers dared to test the high banks here at the Monza Oval. Very rarely do we run this track, so just the opportunity to race here is always very, very exciting. Let's get ready to go green. Ford on Ford. Chevy on Chevy. Time to do it. Terrio, Basin, Bomar, Schmidt, Donskoy, Kevin Champagne. Lines out as your top 10. Yaroslav back there in 9th, and the Buick. Multiple different manufacturers. You got 4 at hand. When we first started in our night in America, there's only 2 manufacturers for the 87s. They've definitely upped the portfolio as we get ready to go green flag racing. Let's do it. Let's say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. Basin, Terrio, Thurston, Mosteller, locked in, ready for 2x2. Time to go green. Page and Mose. Thurston, Terrio. Basin, Bomar, Schmidt, Yaroslav, Kevin Champagne. Lights off, top of the pace car. Ford on Ford. Chevy on Buick. Let's get ready to go green. All the talk has been about Ford doing Ford things. Winning. Can Chevy, can Buick, can Pontiac, can Toyota get a big time win? I don't believe a Buick has ever won an NR Night in America. Could it change here? Pace car, hard left on the pit road. For the first time ever, we're racing 87s on the Monza Oval. Let's light the fuse from Italy. First run through 1 and 2. Aiden Walker, race leader. River Page stalking, looking for a move. They're tightly packed together. Everyone's got to be queuing up. Watch out, back for one. Ford on Ford, Chevy on Buick. Hasn't changed since the drop of the green flag. Basin, Terrio, Schmidt, Champagne, Bomar. Lined up. Walker will lead lap 1. Page to the outside, wheel to wheel. Spin, Keith Ingram. He saves it. We stay green. I'm worried about it. Who is going to be the one that wasn't going to live for that bump? Terrio there in the 28. James Thurston in the 12. Buick on the bottom. They just see the raw sense of speed out of these cars. Old track surface. The golden age of racing before the Renaissance in the 90s. And it's huge peak in the 2000s. And you see those single car slides all race long. World Trouble, 1-2 machines, Riker Byram. Josh Kenyon out of the racing group. We stay green, and it's going to continue to allow this pack to pull away. Byram in practice and qualifying was consistently making mistakes into turn 1. That's his Achilles heel as of this moment. Not a single driver has yet to leave this track out of this race. This is the battle up front. Basin P3. Top side, James Thurston. Thurston top of the board. Oh, River Page saves it again on the apron. And just the way the slope is down to 1 and 2, it's really caught a lot of guys in the right way. Both those Fords dropping back. Mosteller into the 5th place spot. This is old school. Now I really want to go even more old school. I wanted to make it look like it's from the 80s. Do we get the old 80s textures on, ladies and gentlemen? 22 to go. Thurston, Basin, wheel to wheel. Champagne there in 3rd. He's got Walker in the 4th position. Schmidt, Company, McConaughey, Bomar. Champagne, another look to the bottom. Oh, Kevin Champagne. Slide and save. And we haven't really seen a big incident in this race. I don't think we want to see a big incident in this race, but look at how much is just spread everyone out. Basin of the board. That's on top. They're in the Pontiac. And the speeds. Well over 7,000 RPMs. Right here, this is where the drivers have everything fades. The car gets really light. The right rear gets light. You're sliding around. You lift, you can feel the weight shift. Thurston on the bottom. Thurston to the outside. River Page. Looking, wandering. Big separation, top 7 up all the way, mostly towards the back. Oh, there's Terrio, should we say. Involved with an incident, Christian Delgado. That's way back deep in the field. You're not going to get a caution for it unless it's up front. River Page, P3. Sliding, Dylan Basin. Drops it at the bottom there in 7th. McConaughey, Mosteller, William Schmidt. Page to the inside. Thurston has to use the guardrail just from not going around. Page to the point. Thurston P2. Lap traffic dead in front of him. Now, this is the point of the race where you start saying to yourself, if I'm outside the top 10, I definitely need a caution. But if I'm up inside the front runners, I don't want to see a caution. I don't want to see anything change. Just keep the race rolling. Thurston. All over the backside of the 24. After this, Talladega COT. At the conclusion of this race, 17 remaining. Schmidt P5, McConaughey P6. There's Dylan Basin. He is back there with Kevin Champagne, 7th and 8th. Mosteller, P4. Back into view. Page is the race leader, but him and Thurston, they have traded blows back and forth for the top spot. Hewitt versus Ford, nose to tail. Ontario did have a wild wreck a little bit earlier in this run. With 16 laps remaining, already multiple drivers at least one lap down. You got to think, when may things go south? Page into the rail. Walker on the apron. One in the grass. May have been McConaughey. May have been William Schmidt. McConaughey, 71, sneaks through. Now it's really spread on out. Old school super speedway racing. Less than half a second, the top two, 3/10 now for Buick, Chevy. But a Ford in the mix as well, that the 79. 16 to go. A tenth of difference between the top two. Page inside. Thurston may have given him just a little more room than expected. I thought he wasn't going to lift for him at all. I think he just barely blipped the throttle, clearly showing that the 24 wanted the lead. Now Thurston's even more of a mess. Look at the right side of his number 12. Hey, he's been in the rails all race. The thing is, with these sturdy cars, you can be up there all you want. You're not going to really have a problem. Heavy steel stock cars. Yes, 10 left on the lead lap, but multiple drivers still racing. Some guys just struggling with the raw sense of speed. Most inside a Page. Mosteller has yet to lead a lap in this running. One car slide to the bottom, 48. McConaughey in 5th. You hear that lift right before that bump. That's what you have to do, and that's what some of these guys are making a mistake with way deep in the pack. Most inside, River Page. Fight for the race lead. Mosteller top of the board. Thurston in 2nd. Remember what he said after Chicago Street. These races are going to be all about skill. 2-car slide. They keep it straight. Now Mo slides down to the guardrail. Oh, takes out the concrete wall. Caution's going to wave. Wow. One of the nastiest hits we have seen with an 87. A dangerous angle. Oh my. Gavin Austin, Keith Ingram. Most of these guys will get their laps back. But a wild turn of events as Daniel Mosteller just went head on into the concrete opening. Unreal. Let's watch again. Oh. Wow. Hey, you saw it live when it happened. But I mean, the way he just approached it was so off. He was leading. Lost the rear end up into Thurston. Just kept fishtailing it. Couldn't get in control of the Chevrolet, and bam! Oh, you can just hear the thud. Once more. Hear how nasty this sounds. Oh, you can feel it. Wow. And the car comes to rest. Just before the start-finish line. Mosteller undoubtedly will be out of this race. Watch once again. And remember, this track is meant for a right-hand turn instead of a left-hand turn. It was retrofitted for stock car racing, American stock cars like you have here. Pit road with it being wide open. We'll get ready to see a restart. With now 11 laps to go. Pit road is wide open. Aiden Walker, there's River Page. Showing River Page in the second position. As Aiden Walker, I'm guessing, went multiple times around. William Schmidt will be P2. Let's go dial up a driver. We are hearing words. Daniel Mosteller is okay. Wild, man. The opening. Let's go have a chat with him. Moses and John, what a lick.
Yep. That hurt.
Talk to me about the race. What were you feeling?
I had a lot of fun. It was on edge. A lot of very loose, as I predicted. I think I should have been more patient and just chilled behind the river because I didn't really think about it, but it's very different when you're leading. And I went off into turn 3 and 4, and it got loose, and I had it saved, and for some reason there was a little gap in the wall, and I hit it.
You know, you just gave me an idea for a new thing on this channel. With me being in person a lot, I might as well just start re-uploading videos of crash compilations. I think we may have a new segment called Hard Knocks, because that was unbelievable. Hey, obviously the crash compilation, but like the Hard Knock Award, I mean, wow, that's a big hit.
That might be one of the worst crashes on this channel. Like my driver character got, you know, my iRacing character's dead, man. That's that's very unfortunate. This track's very dangerous. And
really?
Yes.
You don't say.
Let's do it again.
Oh, we will be doing it again. We're going to line up 2x2. Some of these guys are just going around to get their laps back. So we have 10 laps to go in this race. They're lining up 2x2. We're trying to find where River Page is on the racing service. So they're still in pit road. What happened with Page?
I don't know.
He's still on pit road. So we're waiting on scoring. Scoring's a little bit off right now as some of these drivers are just going around trying to at least get some of their laps back. Frank DeAngelis is still on pit road. There may have been incident with him. Riker Byram, Most, obviously you're back turn 15. Couple isolated incidents around this track that the caution did not come out for. So hopefully next time by, we'll be able to get that one to go.
Sounds like
It will be a single file restart, by the way. I do want to point that out.
Oh, I can't do that now because.
Oh, that's right. So will it be single file or 2x2?
It'll be 2x2. We had the lights were off initially, so it, formates the. At that point. It sets up the double file restart. You can't undo that.
So what do you think? What are you expecting from here on out?
In this race or the night?
Or just this race?
Thurston and River, they're both kind of in the back of the pack. I think I kind of kicked Thurston's car. Unfortunately, they're kind of sensitive. So yeah, sorry to him. But River, he came in to fix some damage. He's going to charge to the field. He's very aggressive. Schmidt's the closer. You never know. I think, personally, if I had to pick someone to win this race, I got to go with River. He's the strongest car in the field. And, yeah, he's still going to be lining up like P6. Well, he just proved what I said. He just came back into favor. Yep. But River's very strong. If you were a viewer and you had to pick someone to win the race, go with River. He's very aggressive and he's
Well, we'll be ready to go green. Gavin Austin there in third, Jason Adana in fourth. I'm hoping they can hear you. In the live chat. I don't know if they're just screwing with me or not, but they should be able to easily hear you.
Nah, my mic's very. It likes to be quiet a lot of the time. I gotta speak up, but throats hurt. So I'm sorry. But pick River Page to win the race.
They're making a joke. They're acting like you're a ghost.
Oh my god!
After that wreck.
That's what I love about the chat. We can
I didn't get it at first. I don't know how I didn't get it at first, but we'll have a couple guys ready to go back at it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Who do you have to win the race, John?
Tonight's not gonna make sense. So just on that alone, I think it's Donda time. It's Donda time. It's Donda time. Donda, Jason Adana there in that fourth position is gonna win this race. Take it to the bag. He's plus what, 500 over there in Vegas?
Well, he's won at this track before. He knows how to get it.
He has. That's the thing. I still think they have him at plus 500. I got Jason Adana.
That sounds like a lot of fun. They're going green right now, so I think you should let me go and let the viewers sit back, relax, and enjoy the 8-lap shootout.
Gonna be fun. That's Dana Mosteller, ladies and gentlemen. The final laps are upon us, ladies and gentlemen. It will be just 8 laps to go in the race. Who's it gonna be? Time to roll. Schmidt, Bianco. Back underway. That's where the pace car didn't make the hard left on the pit road. Schmidt, P3 on the outside. Dodano lined up 2x2. Now Schmidt the swing to the inside. Gavin Austin downstairs with a wheel of Bianco. Is struggling. Seven to do it. Gavin Austin trying to make up what he lost there in the streets of Chicago. Dodana, Thurston, third and fourth. River Page is trying to worry about just not making mistakes. We talked about how loose it was going to be, no doubt about it. But this car track combo historically has been treacherous. Can Gavin Austin outduel the closer? .210, 211 will break, pierce the 215 mark. Austin looks top. Austin looks bottom. Grabs the guardrail. Thurston to the inside. Page down to the bottom there with the 95. Looking to the outside. River Page top of the board at turn 3. How about it? Thurston sliding on the apron. Five to go. Schmidt, Austin Conklin. Donna back to 9th. Ingram back to 10th. Now single file to the top half of the racetrack. Schmidt's got the run. Back to the bottom. Ford on Ford. 79 on the inside. 24 on the outside. Gavin Austin, P3. Walker, McConaughey. Rip in the outside wall near the guardrail. Schmidt looking at the bottom. He's there on Page. Conklin 26. Contact. Schmidt with a slide. Hand over fist. What a drive for the 79. He lost all of that time, all that momentum. Now it's down to Conklin, Gavin Austin to see if they can leapfrog the 24. Austin looking bottom. Conklin right with him in the Buick. Buick has never won a race in our night in America. Does it change tonight? Page tap once. Conklin there looking again. Walker to the outside. 95 on the bottom. 2 to go. Page sideways. Conklin trying to outduel the 24. Oh, he's around. Conklin up and into the fence. The entire nose pierces off the Buick. Has he lost a tire? I don't think there's a left front. No, there is. But his race most definitely is done. Didn't fully go around. We'll see the white flag this time. Salamanca. 1 to go for the Monza Oval. Thirty-odd drivers showed up to this track looking for a win. It's down to the final ones on your screen. River Page, mirror drive to the 95. Austin at the bottom. Can he make it stick? Oh, he goes around. Kevin Austin's involved. River Page is involved. Can he keep it out of the wall? He can't. Limping to the line, here comes Thurston. River Page is gonna win it at Monza. Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Wow. Did you just see that? We're doing this combo again in the future. Way too cool not to do again. River Page wins in Italy. That was just some of the coolest racing I think we have ever seen. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. Buick finishes second. It's Ford to victory lane. We knew it was going to be tough to stop the blue ovals. In the homeland of Ferrari, it's Ford in victory lane. Unreal. That was insane. That was so cool. Let's go watch back on the finish. This is just coming to the finish. All over each other. Gavin gets in the back end. River Page comes out. All on front. Page, it's a John. You got a copy.
What's up, John?
Wasn't that cool or what?
That was just basically McQuarrie, John. I think I was the best here today. I really just drove through the field a couple times there, but Ray, that was probably the hardest I've ever had to wheel an oval before. I don't know what it is, man. This thing is just an absolute monster on this track.
I know you want to do it again in the future.
We were all solid on the wheel there. I mean, we were seeing the best of the best self-spin, and I don't know. Gavin got right up on my rear end, he packing air on me, and I got loose, and I was like, well, damn, I just threw it away. I was getting a little angry, and then Mason Moriarty was watching me, and he was like, oh, everyone wrecked, so I just had to save it to not lose. I almost
Kirsten was right there.
But yeah, Jim was coming up on me pretty quick, but we got her straightened out. I had to put it against the wall just to get going again, but man, that was really hard to drive, but it was pretty fun, especially, I don't know, I hope you were paying attention when I made that. I passed 3 people on the straightaway. That was pretty cool.
I saw it.
This is fun. That was just eventful. I don't think it's been. I have to guess it'd be a pretty long time since an NR finish happened like that. Like
it has been
like
a
Cooper Nash winning with his hood on his.
It was the Mensing Miracle and the Cooper Nash one.
Yeah.
What a race!
Pretty insane.
What a finish! We head to Talladega. Do we do this in the future again?
I mean, sure. You might want to make some adjustments to the setup or something. But yeah, that was really fun. I mean, we could do it just like this. It's just a battle of tire saving. It was the tire saving. We were spinning after like 5 laps, but
really,
oh man, that was insane. That's really fun though. This car is great. It used to be better. They made the tires kind of out of concrete, but it's still fun. I kind of wish we did it more. It's a shame every other car is below or the truck and the COT do the same thing. This car doesn't get as much use as it should.
Well, it was one heck of a race, let's be honest.
Yeah, that was, I think that was pretty entertaining, except for there was only like 5 people in the field.
Well, I mean, there was a lot more than 5 come out at the end because of the mistakes, but we talked about it earlier.
Sure,
These races are turning into the battle of the best and car driver versus track instead of driver versus driver in times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was a case of that for sure.
Well, we're going to do Talladega right after this. What do you think's going to happen?
Is it the COT?
Yes, it is.
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. That comment was interesting. I don't know how I feel about the COT, but it's always fun. You know, we always get a couple flips, so I don't know. I hope I can win or get flipped. So we'll just have to.
Either I win or get flipped.
Exactly.
Well, we got it as 30 laps, and I'm excited to see how it goes. We were not supposed to stream tonight. How does it feel to have racing on a Friday night?
It's great, John. Whenever we get NR night in America, it is a good day, John.
Very much is. Do you think we hit 300 likes? Do we hit 300 likes tonight?
I hope so. I love to get some racing going, especially since the Mariners just lost. Got to get my.
Well, hold on.
I
How are
gotta
the
get my
Panthers
mojo
doing?
back with the MNR. Oh, they're losing, John. They're
No, they're
selling
not.
right now. They're down 2-0.
Well, I thought they scored.
Oh, I don't know. They were down 2-0 like 5 minutes
No,
ago.
they're
Yeah.
still down 2. I thought they scored. They took a goal away.
Wow. John, how are you gonna feel if the Panthers throw away a 3-0 lead?
I will. The final game's at home. The final game is at home.
Nah, I tell you what, I don't really watch hockey, but this has been an entertaining series.
It has been. What the final game would be on what? Monday?
Yeah.
I won't be streaming during that. I'm going to watch that game. If that's the
Nice.
case. This is unbelievable how they're down 2-0 though. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna start having a panic attack. What are they doing? What's going on?
Dude, I don't know hockey enough to tell you what's going on, but they just are. I don't know, man. They're not playing good. Who's on this team?
Barkov. Tachuk
Oh,
is
McDavid. Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing is
and,
McDavid is
Tachuk.
like insanely.
McDavid
Barkov's
is
goal
pretty-
got taken away due to someone being offsides. Are you kidding me?
They can't do that, John. Oh crap! I don't know if I'm gonna make this session.
Who was ahead of the blue line? Well, the session is up. Password is IDK. Talladega, always exciting, always fun.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Race 4 is coming up quickly.
I heard you switched it. What turned
Thinking
you away
about
from
switching it.
I think you should keep it on the modifieds, John. We had FTN had a.
We'll have a.
modified New
How
Hampshire
about we
race
have a
on
vote? Maybe,
iRacing
maybe
top
not.
10
We'll
finishes.
see. It depends on what the chat goes with. The light goal, it might just have a double header, a New Hampshire double. Depends on how it all swings at the end. I think the Panthers are better than the Oilers. They went up 3-0. You know what I mean? Going up 3-0 is good. The only thing is, after that, I feel like they already thought they won. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I saw that 8-1, I was like, a bunch of you were like, oh, they want to win at home. I'm like, no, when you get the opportunity to win on the road, you win on the road. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, man. This is kind of incredible.
It's kind of scary.
Well,
Well,
sure it's only happened like once in sports, so that'd be cool to see.
no, stop it.
Not
It
for
would
your
not be
sake,
cool.
but,
It would not be cool to see tonight. Or just ever. When did it happen? Who came back from a 3-0?
Boston against New York, I think, in ALC or ALDS. Pretty soon.
No, versus the Yankees or the Mets? It sounds like something the Mets would happen.
I think it was against the Yankees. I don't know.
Well, that's something.
Before my time.
Well, I'm guessing that was 2004. I'm guessing it was 04 when they came back.
It was a 2004 ALCS. Yeah.
Wow. I would
Against
not.
The Yankees, big sell.
It would be absolutely heartbreaking if the Panthers lose after being up 3-0. 3-0. For you to lose 4 in a row, oh my goodness. I would lose it. They just need one more win. That's all they need. They can lose for the rest of the franchise. I don't care. Just win this one last game. That's all you got to do. And then I would talk about forever how they won it in 2024. Wow.
All right, so put us in qualifying. Let's go. Come on.
You said advance to qualify. I'm still loading in.
Oh my god.
So that means you're going to yap with me.
Yeah.
So you said you like the modifieds at New Hampshire. What makes it so good?
I don't know. I just like the modifieds. The modifieds are. I remember.
Oh, we got bump day. You ready? Oh, we have bump day.
I got pole last time.
Okay, let's see if you can get pulled with us. We're gonna ride on board with you, and you're gonna walk us all through it, through all the fun.
Normally I would join Demos' chat and ask him what the qualifying method is. I think it's gonna be I think I know what I need to do. We got 5 minutes.
You want to say it or no?
No, I'm gonna keep my secrets, John.
You gotta keep the secrets. That's the problem.
Oh my gosh. What's up, Jim?
What's up?
Well, James Thurston's in here.
Oh, Andrew,
You guys are still
what's up,
interviewing?
Mason?
I thought we were in the interview chat, so we're going to move on alongside. Must accidentally not moved us to the interview chat. So some people were able to break on through. Let's get ready to go green. Sanders, Thurston, Glick. Shamela, Yahir. Malone, Guncher, Wayne Kennedy, Charles Root. Time to roll. What are the speeds like? How about well over 220? James Thurston rolling his way through. James Yusa. Joey Back, Vincent Gucci, and McConaughey. Final laps being made, final minutes here of qualifying. And we'll head off down into turn one. That was a wild Monza race. I was surprised how wild it got. Let's see if we can go talk to some drivers before going green flag racing. Who's someone we have not grabbed just yet? Let's go talk to Donda. Donda was doing such a great job. Donda, so Johnny got a copy.
Yeah.
Qualifying. How's it going?
Honestly, not too great. I didn't realize it was second lap. I haven't been on
Well, you got 4 laps.
February. Yeah, I know, but how much time is left? I don't think
You got 2 minutes. Get back out there.
Yeah, no. Let me run it back. All right.
You're sitting there in 18th, 19th. So
Yeah, it's not looking so hot for me.
you just gotta make the show though. I mean, there's 60 guys.
Yeah, I think we got that no problem, you know. I've been wanting to get back on the sim. I'm going to be racing the summer shootout on Tuesday, so
There you
I want to
go.
get some time at least on the simulator, so I'm a little bit acclimated.
Did you test with the Legends Oval in preparation for it?
I haven't. That is one thing that did disappoint me about iRacing. I'm not going to lie. The Legend is probably one of the more inaccurate cars, but it's still better than nothing. So I will test at some point. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but honestly, the best remedy for that's going to just be practicing up there on Monday. I'm going to have to get up really early and work in the morning so I can still shoot up there. A lot of work going into it, but it helps when you can organize these events so I can at least relax and still get some seat time in and have fun.
That's what I'm talking about. Any expectations?
For this or the summer shootout?
Both.
Well, this, I don't know. I just want to bring home a decent finish. I'm not cothead, so maybe we'll see if I can lock in and get a good finish, maybe a win. And then the summer shootout, it's my first race in a Legend car, so I want to aim for a top 5, if I'm being honest. Perfect world, I really have no excuses. I should be winning. I'll be on a brand new set of tires. I'm at a good team. There's no reason I shouldn't win, but I'll give myself a little bit of leeway so I don't sound too arrogant.
So wait, you've never raced a Legend yet?
Not on track with other people yet, but of course I've raced other people before this, but it's also semi-pro, technically not the top class, so I don't see why I should be in this class for too long if I'm doing what I need to do. At my age, I need to lock in and win races so I can move up, so I hope to not be, a mid-finishing car,
So first time you'll be wheel to wheel, but what were the lap times like before? Where'd you test in person?
I tested in Caraway. I don't exactly remember my lap times, but I was on very, very ancient tires. Tires should only be on the car for 5-6 races. The tires that were on my car have been on for more than a season. because the previous guy was just running it until it blew up. I have a new motor and all that stuff in it, so. But I was only, I think, 3/10 off of pole time on extremely old tires, so I think I'll be fine.
So you got things going your way then.
I mean, I would think so. You know, I might not have all the fancy stuff that a lot of the other people have. You know, we're just regular people, not millionaires like a lot of them. So, but you know, I'd like to put in a good showing for the non-pay drivers. You know, I'll just say I'll try to put in a showing for the regular people that rely on sponsors, not Daddy's cash.
Well, you know, people are gonna be watching Summer Shootout on that Discord. That means they're gonna be rooting for you.
Well, I mean, I'd hope so. Maybe I could, you know, show them what it's about.
What time is the race?
That's a good question. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I'm
Would
assuming
it be
somewhere
before
on
Enter
6.
Night in America? Because if it's right before Enter Night in America, I know we'll be in the Discord. Probably watching.
To my understanding, it starts around 6 to racing, but I'm not sure how it works with the bandos and the legends running. I haven't run Summer Shootout in 8 years since I was in a bandolero.
Really?
You know, in elementary school. So, you know, it's been a minute, so I don't exactly remember how it works. But you know, we'll figure it out as we go.
You'll figure it out. It's gonna be fun. 30 laps. What are you expecting here?
You know, just want to not wreck everybody, run a clean race, have fun, you know. Hopefully I could bring home a good finish, but you know, the main expectation is to go out there, have fun, not wreck anybody, you know, just have a good time. Put on a show for everybody watching.
It's going to be a lot of fun. You want to say anything to anyone back at home?
You know, I appreciate you guys for tuning into the stream. Your support's appreciated. You know, we couldn't do this stuff without you. Thank you to, you know, hosting all this stuff, IDK, and, you know, it's Donda time. I want to see Donda time in the chat right now.
I said it was Donda time. What was it? Last race? What happened last race?
Last race, I may or may not have ran out of talent. I haven't run the 87 since, I don't actually know, probably over a year. I don't like them. So, you know, that's my excuse. I didn't do too great. I may or may not have had a small incident on my own. But the important thing is I didn't wreck the car. I just have fun. So we'll be all right. You know, we'll bounce back in this race, hopefully, and see what happens.
That's going to be a lot of fun to see. Good luck.
Thank you, man.
Walker gets rolling. Champagne gets rolling. Josh Lilly as well. Jason Adana will head into his car, strap in, and get ready to rock and roll. 30 laps. That's the scheduled distance. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. Josh Lilly's back with us to see what he's able to do. Champagne, William Schmidt, also lining up 2x2 as the field parades their way through the high banks of 1 and 2. Shamail in 5th, Page in 6th. Kenyon, Vietbu, Leffert, Mosteller. So what is it going to be as 40 drivers get ready to take the green flag? A wild, wild west type of race like we just had there at Monza? Or one where very few are left standing like the streets of Chicago? Maybe it's not like any of those. Maybe it's its own beast. Only time will tell. Pace car, hard left on the pit road. Toyota, Chevy, row 1. Chevy on Toyota, row 2. 30 laps of thunder. As all that have joined, we say welcome. As we light the fuse from Talladega. Breaking 230, just on the opening lap alone to turn 3. Ingram outside wall, way deep in the field. 3 wide, peaking, mostly outside the top 20. Walker, Schmidt, Lilly, Champagne. Toyota leads lap 1 with a 93 of Aiden Walker. Now, we talked about how the 87s, they get really light on their toes. With this spoiler, this aero package, you're mostly sunk to the ground until you get sideways. But a lot of sliding occurs at the high speeds that they're currently generating. Kevin Champagne won the first race of 2024 at our Night in America this year with this car at Daytona. 4 wide behind him. Josh Lilly goes wide. Champagne leads off 4. Page P2, Schmidt P3. Shamela Walker, top 5. Champagne led that one. Page advantage to 1. Perfect entry. See the sparks coming off from underneath the race car. With the high speeds and all the energy being built, cars are being pushed into the racing surface. Page slamming the door. Schmidt way up the racetrack. Trouble spin. Way outside the top 30. Connor Murphy. Maybe Bassett as it is. And Frank DeAngelis just came out of nowhere and tore right into him. Caution's gonna wave. Are you kidding me? The CM Punk machine out before we pierced lap 25. And it was way in the back. I don't even know the last time we thrown a caution for anything that deep in the field. That was for like 35th. Let's watch back. The real question is, what were they doing back here? Massinez. Oh, made contact with the 22. Gavin Austin. Just caught Murphy. The rear tires, then the nose comes off the ground. Does a complete cartwheel. Here comes DeAngelis. Just right into him. Watch again. Man, when driver's side on Connor Murphy's Chevrolet, what a hit. That is unbelievable. Caution is out for the first time here at Talladega after a wild wreck down off turn 4. I think Frank's idea was just to avoid it. He didn't expect the 32 to be coming down the track. Well, that happened. We'll go ahead and speak there with Frank DeAngelis. The pit road, it's wide open. Massive hit for that of the number 69. Frank, it's a John. You got a copy?
Yeah.
One, are you okay?
No. No.
Yeah.
I pit started to catch the end of the SmackDown and was
No,
expecting
you
to
had SmackDown, all right.
Yeah, because some stupid punk-ass kid wants to just wreck more cars when his race is over. Stopped in the middle of the track trying to kill more cars. Saw me coming and hit the gas.
Is that actually what he did?
Most likely, he's one of those people. Left, no apology, no nothing. Talking crap on the YouTube chat about it, too. Bum.
Oh. What's that? It's dropped the VIP pass. Very thankful for that.
Shout out, bro, for the VIP.
Yeah, very unfortunate that. Ooh, man, I don't want to make a joke. 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 I really don't want to make a joke. I'm not going to make a joke, Frank. I'm not going to make a joke. You stopped to watch SmackDown, but you came out of nowhere. Oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. I did it. I'm sorry. And in the CM Punk car. Oh my goodness. It was on the wall. You knew this was going to happen. The foreshadowing was there.
Yeah. If I'm near him, the next race is going to be a SmackDown.
Ooh. SummerSlam or SmackDown?
SummerSlam's in about a month, 2 months.
So wouldn't it be more of a SummerSlam because this is the summer? In summer.
I don't know, maybe.
Maybe? Maybe not?
I don't know. I just don't get.
You're really upset over that. I'd be upset too. I mean, it is.
I'm in awe. I'm in awe of how dumber the people in these things get.
Wow.
I wasn't even on the gas too. I was trying to just drive through it, no gas, no brake. And I was clear through, and then saw me coming.
See,
the gas,
you know why I knew you were upset over it? Because you're live streaming your view in your Discord, and I went to go before Chicago. I was like, I wonder what he's looking at, and it's a replay. I went, oh man.
Yeah.
So, very unfortunate. Well, we got 25 laps to go in this race. How do you think it's going to play out?
A lot cleaner than the first two.
Connor Murphy is saying he hit you at 2:30, or you hit him at 2:30.
Yeah, shocker. These cars are fast.
just the yeah. The way you say things is unbelievable. It's pretty cool.
Sorry, I was.
No, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. I just think it's like the tone, the delivery is great. That's what I'm looking for. The delivery is fantastic.
Yeah, I was born Italian. I'm just like that.
All right. Well, you got New Hampshire after this. Maybe a doubleheader, maybe not.
Oh.
Hey, what is Rich thinking? Did Rich see that?
I don't know. I think they're at their they have a club meeting. They go
Oh my goodness! What if it was on the club big screen? That.
Oh man, no, I'm happy. I'm happy he's not here to watch that embarrassment. That's unreal.
Oh man, that would have been one heck of a comment.
Dude, if he was watching, I would have gotten at least 8 texts already.
Okay. Well.
It's disappointing. I mean, you can think of the positives. Now you got an off-track admin.
We do.
Yeah, woohoo. That's not what I wanted to be doing. I wanted to be racing up front because I'm good at these cars and these Talladega.
Yeah. Well,
common sense gets you far.
it's very unfortunate, Frank. Thank you so much for this interview. So great to have you here. Good luck.
Good luck.
We have another race after this.
Yeah.
Take. You gotta catch your breath after that. That was a lick of a century.
Oh yeah, man.
Do you see how far you kicked them? I mean, that was a touchback.
Yeah, wait until you see how far he gets kicked next race.
So, my goodness. All right, well, we'll enjoy the rest of the race. How about that? That's Frank DeAngelis, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll get ready for the restart. 24 laps to go. We always have fun here at NR Night in America. I think that's the first time we've thrown a wreck outside the top 35 in a long time. Let's do it again. Beck, Gucci, Vietvu, Page. 23 laps to go from Talladega. Whoa, spin, maybe. Couple sideways towards the back half of the field. Moss, Stellar, 3 wide. Gucci, Page, lined up nose to tail, 3 wide now for the 4th position. Vietvu in the wall. Mose. Move to the inside. Gucci versus Page has Ford on Ford. 22 to go. Saw Demos looking below that yellow line. Had to bail out of it. Sean Conklin. Kevin Champagne. Sneaking back to 3. And Conklin's up there really all on his own. Everyone that's tried that 3rd lane race this early in the race has not been able to make it work. Riding on with Moss Zeller. Page on top, Champagne on the bottom. no surprise here. Kevin Champagne is strong with this car. I don't think anyone expected him not to be strong with how quick he has been as a driver. Marty Shimela on the inside at number 39. Josh Louis, he's been mostly around the top 15, top 16. Driver out of Michigan. Started third, quickly started dropping back. Running up inside the top 5. These guys are most in that 2x2 formation. Not peeking that 3-wide move just yet. 20 laps to go from Talladega. Most outside of River Page. Champagne, Shimela. Champagne on the apron. Can he come back to turn 3? Page gave him room. Kevin Champagne, top of the board at Talladega. Marty on the bottom. Mosteller on the outside, trouble. Spin deep in the field. The caution will wave again. Jason Dodonna, Ben Leffert, Keith Ingram. Another incident outside what looked to be the top 30. Bringing out the second caution. That's wild. 2 cautions outside the top 30. Usually you don't see that. Usually when you get a caution, it's well within the bubble reach of where these guys are on the racing surface. Up front, maybe in the middle. But another one bites the dust. Let's go see what happened. Gavin Austin, Keith Ingram. Gavin on the apron coming up. Causing a wreck. That may be an L5. He went below the L line. You cannot do that. And even though he didn't make contact with the guy until coming up the racetrack, it started with him going low and drifting all the way up. And if it's borderline, it can go any other way. No courtesy for those guys on the outside. Gavin Austin will be out of this race. Pit road wide open. So Horley will go to P3. Connor Zola back to 4th. Marty Shimela in 5th. James Thurston. Riker Byram. Sean Conklin. And we will have the opportunity for a restart. 18 laps to go up to this point. River Page in that second position. Frank Corley in 3rd. Connor Zola back to 4th. Marty Shimela, James Thurston up inside the top 6. Riker Byram, Sean Conklin, Josh Lilly, Maximilian, Mason Moriarty up inside the top 10. As we'll file in for a restart. Well, we love speaking to drivers, love hearing what they have to say. Let's hear what some of these guys have to offer before we have a restart. I haven't talked to Moriarty in a while. Let's give him a chat. Mason, so John, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, 2 cautions, well outside the top 30, but up front, everyone's pretty calm. What's the the respect ordeal, the interesting topic up front. What's going on up there? Because I'm surprised at how consistent and together everyone is on this.
I think it's just about people trying to keep their tires together. The top isn't that fast. It's fast for a little bit on restarts. It fires off kind of quick, but it fades away really quick. So it's just kind of a fight to the bottom. The top also wears tires a whole lot, and these cars don't handle that great. So it's just all about trying to stay on the bottom, stay as low as you can, and just take it nice, easy, and slow to save tires. And if anything happens to these cars, you get tapped or anything, it's a wreck, no matter what. There's hardly any saving these cars. So just really trying to conserve and not stuff the field up front.
Whoa. Well, it's very interesting how you guys have been able to really stick with it. I wonder though, is it gonna be feeding time up front, or are you guys planning on staying like this so maybe like 5-7 to go, or in your case?
I have no idea, honestly. This is one of my first times running these cars. I don't run very often, so I'm just kind of gonna feel it out and see what everyone else is doing. Some people were getting antsy. I know. Thurston was talking about going a little bit. I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of feel it out and see what the rest of the field can do.
It's gonna be pretty interesting to see how this rocks and rolls. Good luck out there.
Thank you.
Let's get ready to go green, ladies and gentlemen. Lights off on the top of the pace car. We'll be heading back down into turn 1. In the meantime, 2x2. Chevy Ford, row 1. Chevy Toyota back to row number 2. Frank Orley, James Thurston, they're dead in the mix of this one as well. Conklin, Byram, Lily Bianco lined in, ready to go back racing as we get ready to go green. Will be 16 laps to go in this event. Chevy Ford, Toyota Chevrolet. 16 laps to go from Talladega. Already one spinning, Michael Gutcher. Champagne, Horley, Page, Shamela. Horley to the outside. Marty downstairs. Vincent Gucci, oh, one outside wall, that's the 8. Champagne on the outside, help from Horley. Shamela on the bottom. Champagne leads that one, 15 to go. Thurston up the cut. Horley to the outside, 3 wide. No one's going to work with them. Nobody was really thinking about that third lane. Page to the bottom. Thurston 3 wide. Moriarty on the scene. He's there in 7th. Laps ticking away. 14 to go. Conklin lost the rear end there on his Honda. Shamela, Thurston. Riker Byram in 6. They're all punched together. I mean, the top, 16, maybe 17 under a second? Horley back to 12. Byram up the 5th. Max Swearigan walks inside the top 8. It's controlled aggression right now up front. You're not going to see anyone making those bold, daring moves. When they see an opening, they'll take it. But 3 wide, I just don't think it's on the menu. with Kevin Champagne. You can hear them having to lift out of the throttle, down on corner entry. Shamela in third, Conklin in second. Page inside, able to stick it on the bottom. Shamela up top, lined up with the Ford. 12 to go, and Max swears in, goes around. Frank Corley up and into the air, lands on all fours. Caution will wave with 12 to go. Wow. He knew it was coming at some point. Unbelievable. Let's watch back. Start with Max there in that 15. I think James Thurston may have helped them. These guys just got catapulted. Kevin Champagne side dropped on the 15. And Thurston just got right in the back end of him with nowhere else to go. Look at the flip by Frank Corley. Goes up and into the air. Lands on his lid and then comes right back down on all fours. Watch again. Man. Let's ride on board with them. So Frank Corley will park it on pit road. They're in the 27th position. Pit road, it's wide open. The wildness seems to continue. Let's hear what James Thurston has to say. Thurston and Sir John, you got a copy?
Yes.
Well, you saw it happen all right in front of you. What did you see?
I saw the 15 car get a little bit squirrely in front of me, and I think I might have tapped him a little bit, but I don't think I was the reason he wrecked. He just got his spot by himself, and then yeah, it was up and over with a couple other cars. That looked pretty violent.
That was very, very violent. It's so easy to just pack the air on someone's right side and then have them go for a spin. But he was all over you. Were you able to lift at all?
I didn't have enough time to react. There wasn't a lot that I could have done. He was already just so out of shape. Me backing out probably would have made the wreck worse.
Whoa, River Page, I think just ran in the back of Major. He did. We were riding on board with him when it happened. And now River Page has nothing but right front damage.
Yeah, he's all over the voice chat right now.
We saw that live. There's no point in watching replay. You just saw it live. Well, we might have to watch replay to see exactly who was at fault. I think he just came up on them so quickly. Yeah, he did. He just came up on them so quickly. Just ran dead in the back of them.
These things, they don't break too good. So when you catch it, you're back and you slow down.
You can't be mad at Major. He's going to bring it to pit road, so we won't see a River Page up front for quite some time. All right, laps fading away. You're in position to win, yes or no? 10th? I'd say so.
Yeah, I think I am. The car, it's got a little bit of damage. They said that I got some door damage from when the car lost control in the first lap. But it feels fine. It feels pretty quick. I wish I could have had a better shot in the 87th race. I felt like I was really in contention there. Those Braxton gave me a lot of damage, so we're just going to see if we can do what we couldn't do here. I'm just having fun tonight, though. Just getting over a little bit of a sickness. Just having fun racing NR.
We weren't even supposed to be racing tonight, which I find pretty interesting. And then all of a sudden, quickly got the opportunity to do so. We line up, we get ready for the restart. Lights are off at the top of the pace car. If you're going to go to victory lane, what would you say your approach is?
Just stay in it to the last lap and be in the best position to capitalize.
It's going to be interesting to see if you can do that from the 9th position. How about that, P9?
Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue.
Any drivers you worry about up front?
I don't know. Let's see. Jacob Malone, Renati Major, Carlos Truther, Marty Shamela. Yeah, pretty much all of them. I think they stayed out. I'm really worried about them.
I don't know about Truther. I think Truther's...
Truther's... No, he's probably he's on control.
Not anymore. He's on a wheel.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive. He is on a wheel. Look, queue up. Ask him right now.
40. You on controller?
Let's see what he says.
He said no.
Told you. Look at that. So, now do you worry about him?
We'll see. 40, did you stay out?
This is so funny.
He took 2. Okay, so he's not on 4,
okay.
Which is very concerning. So, yeah, we'll just see how this plays out.
Well, let's see how it goes. Good luck.
Thank you.
That's James Thurston, ladies and gentlemen. We restarted to 9th position. We get back underway with 8 laps remaining. Talladega. Always exciting, always fun. Chevy row 1, Chevy row 2, Honda Chevrolet row 3. Now the big 3 manufacturers, only one to not miss a victory lane so far has been Toyota. Pace car, the hard left on. Malone, Major, Truther, Shamela will lead the field to green. Just 8 laps remaining for the super speedway in Alabama. Green once again from Talladega. Three wide, Byram on the outside. Trying to hold on with a steady wheel. That third lane is just so rugged, turbulent. See drivers having to bail out. Bianco to the middle. Contreras in this mix. 7 to go at the line. Marty Shamela leads it back. Sean Conklin. Advantage maybe to turn 1. He got the best run out of anyone. Jacob Malone with him. Carlos Truther with them in that second lane. Kevin Champagne down on the apron. Help with James Thurston. Champagne race leader to 3. Truther sideways. Middle of the field. Caution will wave. That's the thing about 2 tires at 230 miles per hour. It's going to snap on you. And it just did. We will have a late race restart after what just occurred. Wow. Let's watch back. Truther not very happy about the combo. He's blaming the combo for the incident. Let's see. I can guarantee you he took right side tires and not left with how that left rear just went out of shape compared to everyone else. That's exactly what it was. You see it again. Watch the 39 outside. Moves to the middle. That's the big thing. When you take just right side tires instead of left side tires, all that moving, it's going to really disrupt stuff. He's already yawed out. No, he's not even yawed out. What he does, he drifts up the track and then he tries to grab it down. And the second he yanks the wheel down to make the corner is when it goes for a wide ride like you just saw in front of the field. Saw a major drop back as well. Most of the guys that didn't take 4. It's tough to make a strategy adjustment or some gamble with these cars. At 2 tires, it's worked in the past at like in Atlanta with Braden Movick, but you don't see it as much on the super speedways. And in this case, for Carlos Truther, does not go the way he wanted. Well, we'll get ready for a restart. Conklin, Shamela, Mason Moriarty, Josh Kenyon, Mosteller, Bianco, Jacob Malone, Charles Root. Line up to go back green. Lights will be off next time by, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a wild ride, hasn't it? We'll have a 3-lap dash to the checkered flag. Let's talk to Shamela. Marty, it's a John. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Hey, listen, this is coming to the end of the race. You've been up front most of this run. What are you feeling?
Yeah, we're definitely a little nervous. I was barely able to get home in time to even make the race in the first place. So we got a lot of experience with the COT and Draftmaster in iRacing Series and stuff. So we're gonna try to take this Brady Miller LifeMyWay.com Chevrolet Impala victory lane here. We got past below the yellow there right before the caution,
But
so we were swallowed
cause a wreck.
But yeah, that is true. So we might have to try that on the last lap, but yeah, if it causes a wreck, it's going to cause issues. But yeah, we'll see what we got. I think we're in a solid spot here on the inside, so we'll see what we can do.
300 likes. We have a doubleheader. What do you think?
Really? Well, looking forward to that. If we get to that goal, so make sure you guys like the series.
Well, let's see how it goes. Lights coming off the pace car this time by. You think you're going to victory lane?
Well, I sure hope so. We'll see what we got.
It'll be a lot of fun to see. Good luck.
Thank you.
Marty Shamela, ladies and gentlemen. Other drivers right in the thick of it. Looking to make something work. What about Josh Kenyon? Josh, this is John. You got a copy? All right. You're going to have 3 laps to make it work. What do you think?
Yeah, sorry, I was just talking in there and I got confused that I got dragged. This car is very fast and the draft is very good, but when they block the lanes, it's going to be very hard to get around because you got to give each other room here. We saw on the other yellows, there's no room being given here we go around. So we got to figure it out here. I mean, the last restart, I think I gained like 6 spots in like a few laps, so we got to see how Saw plays out. I hope it does good. Finished second race 1, so we got some good energy going here. And excited to see how it plays out.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. Inside lane, outside lane. We haven't seen guys really make that 3rd lane work. What are you thinking?
I think it all really depends. I think the inside line right now is the best. But I mean, once everybody goes down there, then it starts stacking up, and you have to figure out where you want to go.
It's going to be exciting to see.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, Chevy on Chevy will be row 1. You're a little bit deep in this field. Only 3 laps to go. You never know what's going to happen. Good luck. Josh Kenyon, ladies and gentlemen, keep an eye on his 27. He's on the outside lane of row 4. He will be restarting in the 8th position. Crowd on their feet once again as we get ready to go back underway. Thurston, Gucci, Contreras, Shamela, Conklin, Kenyon, Moriarty, Mosteller, Bianco. 3 laps to make something work. Who's going to find victory lane at Talladega? Thurston middle, Champagne on the bottom. Conklin with the 29. See Thurston looking back to the inside. Trouble spin way in the back, maybe a flip, but out of lap machines. We stay green, 2 to go. Let them race. Vincent Gucci on the outside of the 6. Champagne there in the 10. Gucci up top. Conklin had the daylight in the middle, but no run. This race is going to be official. Santa Blanca, 1 to go from Talladega. Shamela, Gucci, Conklin, Moriarty. They have to make it wide, they have to pedal. Champagne on the bottom, Thurston the run in lane 2. Oh, Shamela just gave him a huge shove in the back end. Thurston in the wall. Gucci in the wall. Moriarty through the middle. Last run to the checkered flag. Shamela looks top to the bottom. Kevin Champagne victorious from Talladega. Checkmate. Lick the stamp and send it. What a race. Had him covered. And the driver that won the first race of 2024, an e-ticket event champion, goes to victory lane in Talladega. He's going to burn it down to the front straightaway, ladies and gentlemen. KC back on top. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. How about it? That was awesome. I've been saying that a lot tonight. Let's get ready to go green. I got my head down. Oh man. Burning it down the front straightaway. We'll come back to the start finish line. Park it. Right on the checkers. Let's go talk to your race winner if we can, because he is the unsung hero. I hope his brother's watching. Where's Justin at? Let's see what Justin Champagne has to say. If he is here, we'd love to talk to Kevin. Usually when we can't talk to Kevin, we talk to who finished runner-up. Marty Shamela, P2.
Yeah, we were just, it's disappointing to get another P2, but, we already do have a win. So if I never won that Atlanta race, we would be going through it even more right now. But we've been close this but, right there at the end, you just, if I were to pass Champagne on the apron there, it just wouldn't have worked. We would have definitely wrecked him because he wouldn't have let me back up. So the thought process was to try try to send him up the racetrack, and with that, we kind of went up the racetrack as well. But if we didn't send him, he would have been able to wrap the bottom. I would have been able to wrap the bottom. We just didn't get any help from behind after we all slipped up. Demos made a pass to the inside of Maymay, and I think if he would have pushed Maymay there, he could have hit me. And I thought I'd be able to get a run, but with these cars, you just need someone to help you. So our Brady Miller, Highway.com, Chevrolet Impala for MC Motorsports is going to come home with another second. It's a second stream in a row where we've had a second place. But
B2.
I'm sure if we keep running this way, wins will come soon. But yeah, we just need solid results here for the summer. It's been a tough stretch of results so far, but yeah, we'll see what we can do here at New Hampshire.
Well, we're gonna go there with the modifieds. That'll be the first one. We originally thought about moving to the next gen. There's an upward. You know what? Let's just let's put a poll up. How about that for what we do? Is it modifieds or is it the next gen? What do you want? Out of curiosity.
Definitely the modifieds. I think that would be a very fun race. Plus, I'm pretty bad with the next gen at New Hampshire, and I'm good with the modifieds in New Hampshire.
Do you have to downshift? I'm guessing you do.
Well, there are only 2 gears, so
No, I'm talking about for the next gen, obviously.
Oh, yeah, my apologies there. Yeah, you probably would have to, I would assume. I've actually, yeah, it's been a while since I've raced really anything in New Hampshire except the Xfinity car last stream. So, yeah, I hope we do end up doing the modified. So we'll see what happens.
There's gonna be an uproar from drivers if we don't do modifieds. I know that. So we'll see what the vote entails as they get going. What makes the modified so good there at New Hampshire?
Yeah, it's just it's been like, for me, it's been almost a year, I think, since I've last done a race with those things. But from what I remember, it's just something different for NR. First of all, we haven't done modifieds in a long time, and I think you can get some solid. I think there's draft even with the partially there with those things because you're not really going really fast. But yeah, I hope modifieds win. Looks like it's a kind of a close race right now. But we might have to.
Oh, it's close. It is close, man. The Contreras said next gens.
Yeah, I don't know, John. I think we should just stick to the schedule. You know, we haven't done modified, something unique, branching it out a little. You know.
But viewers can override and drivers can override stuff. We did have that. Talk.
I suppose.
So we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. Josh, Demos. Eric W is right. We do next gens all the time. It is insanely close with 66 votes in. If we get to 100, it's going to most likely override it from whenever I end it.
Yep. Yeah, I made a modified paint scheme too with our new partner here at MC Motorsports, so hoping to show that off. But I also
Eric W gifting 5 memberships. Sean Conklin got one. Coco Mark, the animation, Everett, Isaac.
Hey John, how long until those really old streams become members only?
I'm looking through them all and I'm starting to chip them off. But the only thing is right now, so I know a lot of people have been asking that. The big thing is, one, I want to look through them, right? And number 2, I've been focused on marketing for the Battle of Broadway 150. That's going to be a huge event. Have you seen some of the marketing stuff I've done for it?
Yeah, probably, but...
That's been mostly, whoa, you just got hit with a hurricane. Wait, it's been mostly taking up my time, personally, just because I really want that event to do well. One of my first opportunities to fully market an in-person event, and I'll also be broadcasting it. The goal overall is to have the attendance number as well, the car level, the car market high. We got a couple good guys to commit a little bit later, which we can't say right now, but I'm excited to say it when we can. At the end of the day, that has been eating it. That's why we didn't have the e-ticket, unfortunately. But the next e-ticket is the NWP 400. I think it's it. I think it's over, ladies and gentlemen. I will have to say, guess what won?
Modifieds, probably.
Wrong. The next gen has won. We're going next gen racing for round number 4. I'm kidding. It's modifieds. It's modifieds.
Yeah,
I know
I was,
some people. I know
I was-
some drivers in the group chat just sitting there listening, waiting to hear what I have to say. So, it's just a joke. Don't worry. We're going to go modified race. I'm excited. So SKS or Wheeling?
I think the right option is the Wheeling modifieds.
Wheeling
but
modifieds? Is that what we're doing?
I suggest, since I haven't, I suggest asking Demos or someone who actually has a better take on it.
Jefferson Manchild, you're going to be at the Battle of Broadway. It's going to be awesome. I already sat down with Barry, and he's excited. Unfortunately, for the ones that don't know, Josh Berry has never been in a pro late model. This is a wild story that very few now know, okay, because it was not publicized, so I'll just say it here. Josh Berry, never been in a pro late model, has raced at the fairgrounds, but never on the 5/8. He had his first laps in that car with that track just last Thursday. Guess how many laps he completed? Guess. Anyone? Anybody want to guess? 5. 5 laps. Engine let go. They still plan on having an engine ready to go. He's still racing. 100%. They'll be ready to help with that. Whoa, I don't know how you got in here. But I just had something enter my room that's a little... Or the living room that is a little interesting. The bugs out here in Tennessee are pretty wild here in the summer. But Raid will be ready to go for that one. But at the end of the day... It was like, wow, man, already. So he's a little bit against it, but I still think Josh is going to be good to go. I have no fears about him doing well. Honestly, he's a really good driver. Obviously, he was very bummed out about it because, 5 laps. He did the interview. He had a longer interview with me than he did with time on the track, unfortunately. And it was while I was editing the interview, ladies and gentlemen. I was editing it, and all of a sudden... What you can hear in the background for me was this noise sound. Boom. And at first I thought it was who just blew a motor? Was it Josh? Was it Cole Williams? Or was it Brett Robinson? I go out there, I look, it's not Josh Williams. It's Josh Berry. So very unfortunate for Josh, but he'll be ready to go. Still good to go. He's gonna have a lot of fun when we go green and line him up on Thursday. He is still racing 100%. I know. So for the NASCAR fans here, you may be saying, oh, engine blow, just get the backup out. It's not a big deal. In the short track scene, when you hear an incident happen during testing or during practice or qualifying, first thing that goes to mind is, oh no, can he start the race? So for the short track fanatics, he will be racing. He will be good to go. Gonna be awesome. Ross Chastain, you'll be testing, if I'm not mistaken, on Tuesday, which is gonna be really cool. He's gonna get his hands a little dirty, understand the car track combo before heading on in to the Battle of Broadway. It's going to be a fun event. I'll let you guys know for the ones watching back at home if it is free on a DirecTV or a Tubi, but it is going to be on Racing America and Track TV for sure if you want to watch that. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be a must-watch show. Session is up. Password is IDK as we get ready to go 35 laps of racing at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So glad to have you all with us. Do we hit 300 likes by chance? I think we can. I very much think it is possible as we get ready to go green. But yeah, unfortunate. Hey, didn't get as many laps. And that's when I sit here, at least on the commentator side about it, and I say, okay, Josh should be back Tuesday to test with Ross. But the amount of seat time needed for the fairgrounds is a lot higher than other short tracks because of how tough and really rigorous the track is. I had a track walk with Cole Williams that will be uploaded in hopefully a couple days. And one of the things we talked about was how drivers that are new here, they have a little trouble attacking the track. So it's going to be interesting. Very early predictions on who I think is going to win. Only a couple guys have tested, at least for the event. Obviously, you look at Ross and Barry and you say, okay, they're going to be favorites. Nobody is talking about Cole Williams right now. Not a single driver, not a single media member, not a single fan is speaking on Cole Williams. Very few know Cole Williams is racing. So yes, Cole Williams will be racing. It's going to be really exciting to see what he can do. I'm excited to see what he can do. I'd say Cole Williams is going to be a big underdog. He's a 2-time track champion at the fairgrounds. He has a lot of things going his way. that beautiful Ford, that number 46, it's going to be very tough to beat. I'd say Williams is going to be one of them. Obviously, Barry is going to be backed by the Fetcho team. Ross is going to be backed by Rackley, another underdog. I can't I'm saying it's an underdog in this case because, once again, most of the fan base is not talking about him. Dawson Sutton just won his first super race at Milwaukee by battling Ty Majeski. The crazier thing is he didn't just beat Ty Majeski, NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series driver. He beat Ty Majeski with an illegal motor. Not Sutton having an illegal motor. Majeski, he got called for it. They took the motors back to an R&D, and they caught that something was off with Majeski's motor. He was the fastest in practice by a wide margin. Boom. So Sutton ran him down with Majeski having obviously an advantage on his equipment. And Sutton just won his first race at the fairgrounds just a couple weeks ago. The big four heading in right now for the fairgrounds by far is Josh Berry, Ross Chastain, NASCAR Cup Series drivers. They understand racing. They can learn on the fly. Cole Williams, Dawson Sutton. That's the big four by far. And it's going to be a lot of fun to see what they do Thursday night. I'll be up in the booth. It'll be John Nixon and I up in the booth calling the race. Ryan Murphy down on pit road with Pastor Joe Williams. You guys are in for a great show. Whether you watch on Racing America or be there at the track, a lot of people are going to be in attendance. A lot of excitement leading into the event. It's going to be outstanding. It's going to be great. Can't wait for it all to take place. Let's get ready to go green. So session is up. Passwords IDK. As we get ready to rock and roll for round number 4. Modifieds are taken to the racetrack. We'll advance. Let's get ready to roll. Mitchum Company lined up, ready to go green. As we get ready to fire on off. One day, we got to get Christopher Bell out to the fairgrounds. I think that would be insane to see what he would be able to do. I think he would do really well. David, you should talk to Bell about coming to the Battle of Broadway next year. Oh, it's going to be a fantastic race. It's going to be awesome. I will be at Nashville Superspeedway. Not calling, being there as a fan. It's going to be exciting Friday through Sunday. We're going to have a Game 7. And the Oilers have the momentum of a lifetime. This is unreal. This is unbelievable. Max Swearich and Michael Mitchum. William Schmidt. Kevin Champagne. Contreras. The Viet Vu, Sean Conklin. Aladam Contreras, Lane Sanders. 3.5 minutes remaining. Modifieds racing at New Hampshire. When was the last time we had a back-to-back New Hampshire race? And it feels like forever ago. Schaefer, Beaumont, Jonathan Green. Schmidt, lined in, James Thurston. Final drivers joining as we get ready to go green. I'm excited to see what this race has to offer. Kevin Champagne, fresh off a win. Max Swearengin looking for something big. Aidan McConaughey. Jacob Malone, Kyle Terzak. Jonathan Green, James Thurston, Kenny Reel, Corey Stockman, Champagne to the 12, Kyle Terzak. Panthers. Unbelievable. I have no words. I have no words. Gucci, Schmidt, Malone, Moss Steller, James Thurston, Jonathan Green, Kenny Reel. 29 drivers getting ready to try to master this track. Let's go green. For the Magic Mile, this is NR Night in America. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. 35 laps of thunder. Kevin Champagne, Aidan Walker, Max Swearengin, Vincent Gucci. Can they do it for possibly the final race of the night? Kirsten Terzak, others lined in. Let's get ready to go green. Two by two, lined in, ready to go racing. I have no words for the Florida Panthers. This is just unbelievable. If they don't win in Game 7, I don't think I'll ever talk about them again on a broadcast. I'll definitely go to more games, but wow. What a punch in the gut if they can't get it done. Time to go green. They'll be lined up 2 by 2. Mitchum Champagne. A car track combo that we've never done before. Let's get ready to go green. Pace car will make the hard left onto pit road, as we'll send the bull rush back to 1. Modified racing at New Hampshire. Mitchum, Champagne, Shamela, and Schaefer head back to the Magic Mile to go ahead and light the fuse from New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Mosteller 4 wide around the outside. Mitchum, Schaefer, all over Kevin Champagne. Kevin leads lap 1. Riding on with Marty. You see how much that right front has to turn just to make it work. Mitchum on the outside, Champagne on the bottom. Late break, oh, Michael Mitchum slides wide out of the groove. We had a wheel for the top spot. Here comes Schaefer, looking to jam him up in the middle. Schaefer P3. Mitchum to run through center. Has them all jostling for positions from second on back. I'm surprised he's able to get that good of a run-off exit with how he approached turn 3. Justin, Kevin, should we say, Kevin Champagne on the bottom. Jay Schaefer running wide. Malone, Mosteller, Thurston. There's Surzak, 1 spinning the 3 of Lane Sanders. Gets it back pointed in the right direction. We stay green. Swaggy wide. There with Thurston. Mitchum under pressure. Schaefer to his inside. Shamela downstairs. Company around. 30 to go. Loudon's always been a really racy track, including with these modified. So you just see how much they're struggling through center, trying to get as much of a push off exit. Champagne on the bottom, Schaefer on the outside. Marty Shamela, 4-wheel drift up the racetrack. Vincent Gucci, Aiden Walker. Walker there in 7th. He's just trying everything to keep it pointing in the right direction. Now dancing to the inside. Schaefer to the bottom, Mitchum in the middle. Race to the line, 28 to go. Packed in 2x2. He's trying to slide him up the track. Mitchum, runoff exit. May have gone the right sides into the wall. Kevin Champagne, P3. Malone, Conklin. The fight for 4th and 5th. Wall trouble. 1 sideways down to the outside. That may have been Sean Conklin. Can he get it back down? He didn't go for a full loop, which means We stay green. Schaefer inside of Mitchum. Kevin Champagne, Jacob Malone, third and fourth. Mitchum up top, Schaefer on the bottom. Contact, oh, Schaefer drove him up the track just right into the door. Able to hold wheel to wheel. Side by side, back to 1 and 2. Schaefer really just putting the edge on Michael Mitchum, trying to wash him wide. But the 51 consistently gets the runoff exit. Trouble spin, Marty Shamela. 360 to go. We've had incidents on track, but it hasn't been enough to entail a yellow. 25 to go. Mitchum look bottom, now looks to the outside. Chase Schaefer. Looking to block. Mitchum down the flat. Schaefer the runoff exit. Oh, got into him. I think that's Mitchum saying you're not going to race me the way that you've been doing it. Down below the yellow line, Schaefer got the run through center. Chase Schaefer, new race leader. The 18's been getting into him left and right. I think Mitchum was hoping that tag was a message, but Taylor just gave him the lead. 22 laps to go. Jacob Malone. Vincent Gucci. Kevin Champagne. Top three, nose to tail, battle for fourth. Gucci slams the door. Here comes Malone back to the bottom. .21 to go. How wide Kevin goes. He's worried about that runoff exit. And he does a great job with it this time around. Now down to 3.5 tenths, the difference between second and third. Schaefer leads with 20 laps to go, but the clock's ticking for the rest of the field. Only one driver's out of this race right now, Colton Kelly. So 29 guys left on the racing surface. Champagne goes wide. Gucci on the bottom. Where does Malone go? Inside, outside, wanting, looking, peeking. Mitchum underneath. Another spot to the bottom. 19 to go. Champagne sideways into Jacob Malone. They're into the outside wall. And this is one most how to avoid. Caution's going to wave. Look at the damage. That is just KO. Let's take a peek. That was the battle for the top position. Champagne. Nah, lost the rear end. And comes right down into the 7. Mosteller gets there. Gets thrown into the wall. The 51 got a piece of it. And the caution had to be thrown because everyone else went for the big avoidance. Watch again. Caution is out here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Chase Schaefer, Vincent Gucci, they'll be lined up back wheel to wheel. That will be for the top spot. Sean Conklin, Kyle Terzak back on the scene. Terzak, the driver out of Old Dominion Speedway, racing late models. No shot. So, the quietness looms back over the speedway, but we'll have 15 laps to have this one be fired back off. Vincent Gucci's having internet issues. He parked it down to the inside to see if he can fix it. Nonetheless, the one to go will be waving this time by. So we'll get 15 laps to go in this race. So we'll see a run to the finish. The Stanley Cup Finals are going to Game 7. Let's do it again. 2 by 2. Getting ready for a crucial restart. Gucci top, Schaefer bottom, Conklin, Terzak, row 2. Schaefer on the bottom, Conklin sliding wide, contact with Gucci. Overtrimes again, the 27. It did it once, okay, you do it twice, you're asking to get turned. The next time the 27 gets to him. Mitchum on the bottom. Now he overdrives the 27. He got in the brake before he made contact. That's just trying to force the driver into a mistake. $14 to go. Comes to 13 to go this time. Conklin all over the back end of Chase Schaefer. Mitchum, Gucci, Terzak. Conklin the bump to the back end of the 18. Mitchum peeked downstairs. Ran into him. Conklin on the door. Run to the outside. 12 to go. James Bomar on the scene there in the 5. He's up to 6. I didn't expect Bomar to be having a shot at this one. Looking for someone to fight his way. Wheel to wheel for second. Conklin, Mitchum. Terzak, Gucci, James Bomar, Monarzola. Looking, wanting, wondering. Conklin. Shot to the back end of the 18. 10 to go. Mitchum to the outside. Conklin wanted to slam the door, finally does. Top three are all in line, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Joining the reins. 3 wide still. Lot traffic. May have been Shaq. Mitchum on the bottom, way to the apron. Up the track. Conklin, contact. 40 and 51. Now Conklin to run to the bottom. From looking to be turned to taking the lead off turn 4. Sean Conklin, top of the charts with 8 to go. Schaefer's in the side. What's the metal bang? Mitchum getting desperate. Schaefer getting squeezed. How did he work out of this one? 3 wide to the line. Chase Schaefer. 7 left. It's the top 4. Under 310s, just laying on each other, either nose to tail in parade formation or fighting wheel to wheel. Conklin on the deck. Mitchum to the bottom. Six laps to go. Mitchum, drive into 1. Schaefer the switchback. Makes it work on the inside. Terzak's there. Contact. Mitchum sideways. What a hit. Just turned a machine up and over, and that may have been Aidan McConaughey. Caution's gonna wave. Oh, look at the damage on the 71. Wow. You knew it was great racing, but you also knew it couldn't last. Unreal. Let's watch back. Obviously the contact early up front. Terzak, Mitchum. Mitchum was already a little sideways before Conklin got to him. But the 40 definitely finished the job. And then watch this. Bang! Aidan McConaughey goes for a barrel roll up to the outside wall. Watch again. Lined in. Sees the rack, sees the rack, sees the rack. He's trying to get low. You see the 40 going back to the outside, but boom, once those wheels made contact, it just sprung the 71 up and over right into the outside wall. He really had nowhere to go, and that's the unfortunate thing. What's also unfortunate is how many wrecks we've had with cars going up and over tonight. Man. Look at that. Almost lost the camera. So Aidan McConaughey is out, as we'll have 2 laps to decide a winner here from New Hampshire. We'll get the lights off this time by, ladies and gentlemen. What looks to be the final restart of the night. Who do you have going to victory lane? Is it Kyle Terzak? Is it Sean Conklin? Vincent Gucci, James Bomar, and others? been waiting for. Lined up, ready for the restart. We will not see it this time. They did not get the caution out. The lights off the top of the pace car until next time. So this will be now the one to go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go green. Just gotta check the track, gotta make sure everything was good. Time to run it. Kyle Terzak, Sean Conklin, Vincent Gucci all have the opportunity to do something great. Pace car. Hard left on the pit road. 2 laps remaining for the magic mile. Roll contact. Terzak into the inside wall. Sliding Gucci wide. There goes Ada Walker. Malone to the inside. Bomar on the outside. Trying to hunt down Sean Conklin. This race is going to be official. Salamanca. 1 to go from Loudon. Schaefer inside. Throws the slider. Malone with the switchback. Last run. 3 and 4. Conklin braces. Schaefer the send. Runs him wide. Jacob Malone will win this race. Malone victorious in New Hampshire. Unreal. Jacob Malone, first career win in NR Night in America. Conklin's not going to forget that one from Jay Schaefer. I mean, just straight threw him in there. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. We end it with a first-time winner. We asked you earlier in the stream, will we see a first-time winner tonight? The answer was yes. Ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude our stream. So glad to have you all with us. So thankful for everyone that tuned in on such short notice to this NR Night in America. We'll see you Tuesday night. It's going to be a blast. Enjoy the weekend. NASCAR's at New Hampshire. And I hope you guys all tune in Thursday for the Battle of Broadway 150 at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Going to be an exciting one. We call that race. John Nixon up in the booth. Master Joe Nelms with Ryan Murphy down on pit road. Watch live on Racing America Track TV, or the best part, you can be there in person to watch NASCAR drivers rip around the 5/8s. The local legends Big names, including the short track scene, plan on showing up. Keep that in mind. So once again, I'm John Ramos, and I thank you all for tuning on in. Tuesday is going to be exciting. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen, as this concludes NR Night in America.